Is Tank Davis the new Canelo Alvarez? Is Tank the new face of boxing that's not gonna fight the number one guy, the biggest threat in the division? We know Canelo ducked David. Will Tank duck Shakur? Will Tank duck somebody like Tio? If Abdullah Mason starts to develop extremely fast, would he duck him? Is Tank the new Canelo Alvarez? That's what I came on here to ask y'all. Canelo is a guy that can sell 1 million pay-per-view buys tomorrow. All he has to do is fight David Benavidez. Tank Davis could sell 1 million pay-per-view buys tomorrow. All he has to do is fight Shakur. Is Tank Davis the new Canelo Alvarez? Is he going to be one of the faces of boxing that it's exciting to see him fight because of his skill level, but he's not taking on the most dangerous opponents? Is that going to end up being Tank, or is that already Tank? That's what I came here to ask y'all today. That's what I came here to ask y'all today. Is Tank the new Canelo? It's crazy because I touched on this in my last live. Then I go to look for some boxing articles today, and Paulie Malignaggi said the same thing. Paulie said the same thing. Paulie said hopefully Tank doesn't do like Canelo and he actually fights for legacy. He actually fights the guys that we want to see him fight. Tank Davis could sell 1 million pay-per-view buys right now. All he got to do is fight Shakur Stevenson. That's all he would have to do. 1 million pay-per-view buys. In the same way that Canelo could fight Benavidez. In the same way that Canelo could fight Benavidez. Jaffe said Tank played itself. Jaffe, I need you to explain that to me. How did Tank play itself? The Frank Martin fight, they thought was going to do much better. Hell, I thought it was going to do much better. What's up,
Yo,
man?
what's up, man? How he played himself? He played himself because he thought Shakur was gonna stick around hanging on that fight, and Shakur moved on real quick, and he wasn't expecting that because he was looking at it like Shakur gonna sit there and wait for him,
And
and
stay out of the
Shakur,
ring like Bud.
right, and Shakur backdoored and got 2 fights on him, and now he's sitting there looking like, who the fuck I'm gonna fight now? You know what I'm saying?
Because Loma ducked him.
Yep, because Loma, I ain't gonna say Loma ducked him, but Loma ain't want
No,
to
I'm
fight
gonna
him.
say, I'm gonna say it.
Well, I've been told you Loma was trash, but y'all told me I was crazy. For real. Y'all, everybody laughed at me, told me I was tripping.
Oh
They said
shit.
Loma this, Loma that. I was like, nah, Loma pretty garbage. I'm like, he did beat some good fighters though. I give him that. But I thought he was on roids when after he beat Rigondeaux. I was like, test him.
Rigondeaux was coming up in weight, and Rigondeaux was 38 years old.
Yeah, because I just never seen nobody cut the ring off on him like that.
That's why Loma said he wasn't really impressed by the fight because Rigondeaux is not really his natural weight. It's like if
Yeah.
Loma was to go up to 140, he'd get tore up by a lot of those guys because he's too small.
Yeah. But yeah, man, Tank played this off, man. And Shakur seemed like Shakur won not the in the ring battle, but he won, like the negotiation type battle. Cause Shakur got 2 fights on the table. He good, and he gonna get a nice little payday for it. Tank ain't got shit going on right now. Tank waiting, and then when he do fight Shakur gonna be the A side. Cause Shakur
All right,
gonna have
now I think now you started to trip a little bit. How
uh
can Shakur be the A side against Tank? Even if
Shakur
Shakur had the belts, Tank is the one that's made the money. Shakur hasn't even sold a
Bill
dollar on pay-per-view.
Bill
I've
Haney
made more money with subscriptions
when
on live than Shakur has made with pay-per-view.
when Bill Haney goes on his negotiations with Devin, the first thing they bring up is we got the belts. How can we be the B side if we got the belts? So
No,
the
actually, the last time Bill Haney talked about it, he said they were willing to be the B side when he was on Cam and Mates.
yeah, willing. I don't think Shakur gonna be willing to be the B side. If anything, it's gonna be 50-50 when he sees Tank Davis. And at that point in time, Tank ain't gonna really have nobody else to fight but him. So take it or leave it. And Shakur gonna really boss him up at that point because it's gonna be take it or leave it. And Shakur got Ali Sheik behind him. He got Matchroom behind him. He got all these powerful players behind him. And Tank got Leonard Ellaby. And I don't think that's enough.
Man, Shakur had a lot of respect for Al Sheik. I seen a video where Al Sheik told Eddie Hearn he need to know right now. I don't know what they was talking about. He said, I need to know now. And Shakur was looking like, you know what I mean? Got a lot of respect for Al Sheik, man.
His Excellency cleaning up boxing with that money. They did the same thing to golf.
You know what I like though? I like that Al Sheik said he against the PEDs with Ryan.
That's good. That means Ryan ain't getting none of that Excellency money. We won't be seeing Ryan fighting in Saudi no time soon.
No,
What they
Ryan.
fighting?
He said that he actually wants to make the Devin and the Ryan fight, but the only condition is Ryan can't be on no PEDs.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. I don't want Devin to get none of that Excellency money. But I mean, if it happened, it happened. I ain't whatever. But Devin don't deserve that, man. They ruining boxing. That's what's ruining boxing. Them niggas ruining
Oh
boxing.
man, he said I don't want Devin to get none of that excellency money. That's crazy.
Speaking on Devin, when he was a B side, the reason he made money is because he was independent. There was no middleman. He made more money just making the matches by himself and negotiating a deal. That's why he didn't consider being the A side. He still made more money either way.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, man, I'm kind of mad. Tank went this route though. That was just stupid. And he had months to censure core contract, and they ain't sent him nothing. That was stupid. I don't think he won't fight him.
Tank could fight anybody he want to fight. So if the
I know.
Shakur fight and the Tank fight don't happen, it's on Tank.
I
I don't
know.
understand what they're waiting on. Like this is making fans wait for a fight does not mean more people are gonna buy the fight. People waited for years for Errol and Bud, and they didn't even do a
With
million
Tank,
pay-per-view buys.
what I think Tank's trying to do, I think Tank's trying to make Shakur his last fight. That way, once he takes that defeat, he ain't got to deal with it, no more. He just got to fight him that one time and lose, and that's it. So he trying to market himself around that. But whatever deal he had, I don't think he gonna get it no more. They gonna wait till when they fight against Shakur, and Shakur probably gonna take it.
I don't think that he's gonna lose a deal with Amazon Prime over a Shakur fight, but I think that Amazon Prime probably was shocked that Frank Martin and them didn't even do 500,000 buys.
That's because of Frank Martin, though.
Yeah, but it's also because of Tank. You're going after people that's scared of you. So what you expect? You expect a man that's scared, like truly don't really believe that he's gonna win. You expect him to really sell the fight. If Tank would have said, "Fuck it, no tune-up, Shakur Stevenson, let's go," he would have sold a million pay-per-view buys. That would have been Amazon would have been able to hang their hat on that. 300K not gonna cut it for the money that they talked about giving him. Like I've heard absurd numbers. I heard 600 million with Amazon.
Sometimes being too calculated results in
Yeah, but just think about.
Sometimes you just gotta get in there and fight.
So, yeah, because it takes away from the realism of the event. It's like, okay, we're gonna move real, make sure, all right, low risk. This is a very, very low risk fight. He hasn't fought in a year, I haven't fought in a year. Only thing is the fans could feel that shit. We could feel that it's calculated. We could feel that it's everything is set up. We could feel that it's an alley-oop. So that takes away from our excitement in the event. It also takes away from the event itself. In that fight, Tank looked like he was in control from round 2 to round 8. That's it. There's no drama. You know what I mean? Nobody's on the edge of their seat.
I'll admit when I'm wrong. And
I'm glad he popped up here, and I'm glad you said that early, KJ, because you got people like, you got people like him up there who's acting like it's Shakur fault for making his money and taking his deals. That don't make no fucking sense. That's Tank fault. Tank make the fights.
K didn't even take you serious. He was about to laugh while you were talking.
No, I'm laughing because as soon as you popped in here, Jaffe said, "I'm glad that you popped in here."
What are we talking about?
Well, first I'm gonna let Mr. Incredible finish his statement because he been cut off like twice. Then I'm gonna tell you what we talking about. Go ahead, Mr. Incredible.
We gotta go to the
I
store.
was just gonna say I'll admit when I'm wrong, and when I'm wrong, I was wrong about the Shakur thing about Shakur actually is calling out everybody, and everybody isn't fighting him like Loma or like a pit bull or he is calling these people out, and he ain't even trying to negotiate or nothing like that. So I ain't even gonna say Shakur's over here just bullshitting, but
Mr. Incredible, that was very mature. I can respect that. But
like
there's gonna be a lot more people coming through the live sounding like that in a little bit. I was just ahead of the
I
curve.
won't say that Devin is one of them because they did make a deal, but like a lot of them, like most of them, did not want to fight Shakur. I'll give you that. That Tank and Shakur fight should have happened now if that Roma and Tank wasn't gonna happen. He even said in that 6 fight deal, I'm fighting these specific people. And you should fight those specific people. Don't deviate and go all the way to Rayo. Shit, Barincic is in the plans, but you shouldn't even be trying to fight him. Like if Shakur is open, go for Shakur. You already have,
Richard is somebody that you fight after you collected all the other belts.
yeah, like
Because,
he ain't even a
because
factor.
at that point, you prove yourself to the public. Nobody cares if you go out there and get a cherry pick against Barincic and knock him out. Everybody will be actually, imagine if Tank knocked out Shakur, knocked out Loma, and Barincic is the last one. You think people are going to be, whoa, we know Barincic is going to win. They're going to go support you just because they fucking with you so heavy at this point.
Yeah, he'll be Tank would have Tank would have been
He'd be, if he did
pound for
that, they'll look
pound.
at him like a boxing god.
Yep, that's what I was about to say, pound for pound. But I don't think he got it in him.
Yeah, same. I don't get
What
same.
are we talking about? What are we talking about?
We're
Like,
talking about is Tank going to be the new Canelo. You see how
No.
Canelo could have had a $1 million pay-per-view fight right now with Benavidez. 1 million
No,
pay-per-view
he's
buys
not.
right now.
He's
But he
not.
won't do it.
Because Tank actually fights his mandatories. Canelo don't.
Fuck the mandatory. We want the high-profile fight. If Tank is in a position where he's making so much money, he could decide who he fights.
Yo, KJ, read the comment. I like that comment. I like that question.
KJ, how you feel about Shakur Grandpa talking about making Tank fight at an uncomfortable pace?
Yeah,
Well,
right.
this is the thing though. Shakur don't. I'll fight at a faster pace than Shakur, and I weigh 154 pounds. So I don't know if Shakur is a guy that can really push the pace on Tank.
Comfortable pace would be Shakur punching like 50 to 60 punches
60,
a round.
yeah.
But he don't even do that.
He doesn't do that. He doesn't do that.
Crazy.
That's why I say at 154 pounds, I fight at a faster pace than Shakur and Tank. So I don't know. I think that the thing is, Shakur has the athleticism to beat Tank, but he don't have the style. Because he kind of fight at a pace similar to Tank's, but Tank's punches are worth more than one punch because he has all the power. So it's like, yeah, Tank only throwing 20 punches around, but the way how hard he hits is like he threw 40.
He makes them count.
Yeah, exactly. Like Joe Louis.
He just don't like when somebody opens
No matter
up.
the style. No matter the style, if the person's moving, if the person just sitting there, he makes them count. And we can't we can't say Tank only fights flat-footed people now because everyone saying before the Frank fight, everyone said he was gonna give him problems.
Frank did give him some problems, but Frank ain't had enough.
Let's be real. Most boxers these days are flat-footed.
Yeah, I was watching that. I was like, man, that's gonna be such an advantage, man. If I ever get in there with Boots, y'all gonna see.
But
When a
that's what
motherfucker on their toes,
they want that power.
when a motherfucker, you actually get more power on your bro. Go watch Crawford and Errol and look at Crawford's feet. You actually get more power on your toes.
What
When a
Crawford
motherfucker on
got?
their toes, woo,
Crawford got good
totally different ballgame.
punch mechanics. When you got good punch mechanics, it's gonna hurt either or. But
No, Crawford on them. You right, but Crawford on them damn toes.
He knows how to turn on his punches
Right.
too, like turn his
so
body.
it's gonna still hurt.
Your forward
But
momentum.
boxing facts, if you going in with power, you want to be flat footed. You want your foot stuck to the ground. If you
One of the
trying to hit
hardest shit
power.
I ever seen, Sugar Ray Robinson fighting on the toes.
But I mean, but those are gifted athletes that could hit hard on their toes. You know, them just everybody can't
I don't
do
think
that.
you're supposed to be. Think of it. Even sprinters. Do sprinters push from their heel to generate the power? Or do they push from their toe?
Only from
They
the
run
blocks.
on the balls of their feet.
Right.
Only from the blocks. They do that.
Even in the block, some of them know how to push from their toe.
How they do? You start with your heel on the
That's
block.
technically how you're supposed to run. Is on the balls of your feet.
Exactly. Right now, what you got is a lot of boxers with poor technique. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's why when they on their toes, they don't punch as hard.
No,
you
they're not on
you
their toes. They're
you
not on their
generate more
toes, bro.
power.
That's why.
Generate
That's
more
one of the
power.
reasons Devin has no power because you don't have good technique.
But I'm gonna be real,
Yeah.
man. This dude Tank that pissed me off, man. Like I don't know why would he do that. Like
Do
I'm
what?
serious, man.
Yo,
Like
Tank could have set boxing on fire, man. All
that's
you
what
had
I'm
to do is,
saying, man. Like why
yo,
would he do this? Like that's stupid.
Do what?
why
would
did
he fight
he
him?
try to make a fight with Shakur? You the money man.
You
Well, he's
he,
not really.
that's
Actually,
cool.
Tank really. I'm not really gonna say he's not even really the money man. 300K pay-per-view buys. He's not even the money man.
KJ, it don't even
He's
gotta
over
be
300k.
Shakur.
He's over 300k, but Shakur said it himself. They reached out to him.
It don't even gotta be Shakur, KJ.
I don't know.
Shakur said-
He
Shakur
didn't
said
send me.
himself, they
He didn't
reached
send
out
me
to
that.
him.
He didn't send me that link. I don't know.
Look,
What
I
you're
don't want to
talking about.
DM you. What the fuck?
It's,
Why,
it's, it's, I, I, typed it,
why do I have to DM you that?
I typed
It's
it.
all-
I
I
typed
don't know
it,
what you're talking about. I never heard him say that.
I typed it in the chat yesterday. It was All the Smoke podcast where Shakur is getting interviewed about the Tank fight. He said he did receive an offer and they like chatting about it or some shit, but it wasn't no like conclusive answer. Like he just said, we'll see where it goes, and I guess now we know it didn't go anywhere because one of them. They're not gonna say who.
They send him an offer, and Shakur and take it, then maybe it's on Shakur.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too.
You don't know what happened, so
That's what I'm saying. I don't know who it is.
If they sent the offer and Shakur didn't do it, they would have been blasting the media by now. It would have been all over social media.
Nah,
by
that
now.
ain't
Tank
they
don't do
style.
that though.
Tank don't even talk. Tank barely talk.
Well, it wouldn't be Tank.
When
It'd be
Tank
Kenny Ellis. It'd be
when
Calvin
Tank has the
Ford.
opportunity to bash a fighter,
It wouldn't be Tank doing it. It'd be Kenny Ford. It'd be I say Kenny Ford. It'd be Kenny Ellis, Calvin. It'd be somebody like that out this camp saying it, not him. But you would have heard about that. Trust me.
But even Tank himself has called them out for stop.
I'll be real with you. I
They
don't
said
think. I don't
Kenny
think
ain't even boast about him ducking like they did with Loma. That's a great point.
I'll be real with you. I don't think like
He has, but he ain't said Shakur like he's just been indirect in it.
I don't think Shakur knows he's not ready yet. I'll be 100%.
That's how I feel.
Where y'all getting that from though? Because I heard, I think Jordan said that yesterday
I
too,
said
right?
that.
Yeah.
Because he would have said PBC or nowhere. If he wanted that fight, he would have said PBC or nothing.
I'm not now when I say that I'm not saying like
the way he was talking. That's the way it seemed. PBC or nothing.
But
Well,
why
no,
would
no.
he? But why would he go through all that just to fight Tank when he gonna fuck his money up? I know he.
What?
Matchroom offered Shakur. Matchroom offered Shakur $15 million.
What happened to the 30?
He turned it down and went to Matchroom for the 30.
So Matchroom offered him
Top rank offered him
15.
15.
Matchroom probably gave him 15 and took y'all.
Wait, Jaffa, you said Matchroom twice, bro. Did you mean PBC offered him 15?
He meant top rank.
No, top
Top
rank.
rank offered him
Top
15.
rank. Top
But
rank.
even believing that 30 million is just bullshit.
I don't know.
Someone
I
who's
don't
never
think
even
he's
fought.
I don't think he's getting
never
30
fought on-
million.
Shakur smiling a little bit extra bright for you,
pay-per-view.
said.
Someone
I
who
don't
fights
think
on the undercard is getting a 30 million deal. Yeah,
I
right.
don't think he's getting 30 million because Bud only made 30 million, 25 million on the Arrow fight, and that was the biggest fight of his career. Not only
He
that,
got 2.5 million in his last fight.
Do you think Matchroom signed Shakur Stevenson for 30 million in a 3-fight deal?
And it's not even a 3-fight deal, it's a 2-fight deal.
A two-fight deal.
Oh, hell no. No. They did?
Bud
They
only
did. They
made,
just threw money away.
Bud
Oh,
only made 15
That
million.
motherfucker can't sell ice cream in the preschool.
Bud only made 15 million.
Fighting on the undercard as well. How can you offer someone 30 million and they're fighting on the
That's a
undercard?
good one, Doc.
Oh, shit.
Bud only made 15 million in that
Bud
what's the dude
don't
name?
even deserve that.
That what's that dude that got knocked out by Canelo? Shit.
Caleb Platt.
No. The one that was beating Canelo and then he got knocked the fuck out, glass
Amir
jaw.
Khan.
Amir Khan. Bud made 15 million with Amir Khan.
Yeah, that's because of Amir Khan, bro.
Yeah, that's Amir. If Amir would listen, Amir is the perfect fighter for the motherfuckers. He got that little that look. What do they call that? It's like that Eastern European look.
Amir Khan didn't even do numbers in the UK.
I'm just trying to
Then
say
he got the UK fans and all that.
I'm just trying to say
If Amir had his 10 and was beating people, he'd be a global superstar.
I'm just trying to justify the
Amir
fact
Khan
that
didn't do
like
numbers
he
in
ain't
the
getting,
UK.
he can't
So
be getting
where's
no
that
30
50 million
million.
coming
And
from?
he ain't got-
Amir
he ain't
Khan
getting
and
no-
Nassim Hamid had the same type of fans.
I don't
They're
know.
Arab,
We're gonna see.
they're Arab. They're from the Arab nation, and they
They
live
don't have the same
born in
type of
England.
fans. They don't. They
Right?
don't. I'm from the UK. I'm telling you, they
Doesn't
don't.
matter. No matter where you from, bro. These dudes got a
Yeah, but
big
I see it
fucking
firsthand.
following.
I see
Arab
it
people
firsthand.
live all over this world.
Jordan,
People
check
only
him out.
live
What
in
he's
the UK.
saying though, he's saying they got Arab nations that follow them, but they're from the UK. So
Yeah,
now
they're
you're bringing in
born
two
in the
huge
but it's not
different
just- Yeah, but
land
look,
masses and two huge
Nassim
groups.
Hamed,
Nassim
Nassim was
has everyone.
126 pounds. That motherfucker was getting 8 million a fight.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
And that was in the
he's one of the
90s.
first to put on for the lightweight, probably the
Amir
first.
Khan was getting 10 to 20 million a fight. You
Most
think they was
motherfuckers-
getting that shit because their name was Amir Khan? And no, it's because of their following. The Arab nation is all over this world. You got Arabs in America. You got Arabs in England. You got Arabs in Russia. You got Arabs in Africa. You got Arabs in Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Kuwait, Afghanistan. You might think these motherfuckers don't watch. Yes, they do. They love gladiator sports.
Yeah,
That's one of
they one of the last masculine cultures on the planet.
I think that's like a product of the Floyd Mayweather effect, where a lot of people don't have that transparency, and y'all think that all these boxers are making millions of dollars when there's only a small percentage of them actually making any money in the millions.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna antagonize those two groups when I really go pro, because that's really what I want to do. Because I noticed that the Arabs, they got the money, but they're not gonna support me like how they would support Amir. So I'm gonna just go real hard at their fighters and disrespect them and get them fights with them, beat their ass. Like if that dude Hamza, I can make a lot of money. He can't fight. He just tall.
The
You can make a
6'5"
lot of money.
The 6'5" dude at I think he's 175, right?
No, 154.
Damn, he's big for 154.
Nassim was a global superstar.
Yeah.
Amir Khan
I'm saying
wasn't.
the dude Hamza, that's a good guy. If you at 154, I'm gonna try to get him, talk a bunch of shit to him, whoop his ass. You're gonna make a bunch of money, and the Arabs are gonna become your fans, man.
Ben Whitaker got the potential to make good money in the sport.
Well, he already making good money. Ben Whitaker, he one of the highest paid boxers fighting bums.
Shit, if he
Like, I'm
could
pretty sure Ben
keep
Whitaker
going
bringing in
against,
he bringing in 6-figure checks, and all they gotta do is go outside and ask somebody, "Do you want to fight tonight?" So he good.
They don't even like him here. They hate him
You
here.
keep saying they don't like people. If a motherfucker don't like you, that's like them liking you. It depends on how.
I'm
If
saying,
it's a strong
like,
dislike,
they
then you might as well say they
criticize
like
him.
you because they're gonna watch the fight.
motherfuckers hate
I'm
him
saying-
over here.
I'm saying all they do is just criticize him. They don't even like.
But they're watching them. They're interested in him, Jordan.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he's on the undercard though. They're watching.
That's like
They're
you
watching.
saying, no, I don't like so and so, but I never watched him.
During Floyd's career, them motherfuckers used to hate on him. Like during, not after, not
That's
current
why I
Floyd.
liked Floyd.
Like during his career, them motherfuckers used to hate on him. They wanted him to lose because the way he talked, the way his ego was. He knew he was gonna win.
And the look too. They don't like you could do all that shit, but they don't like when you're a black man and you look like a well, I ain't gonna say what they say. I'm gonna say a stereotypical black man too.
So after his career, they can't do nothing but accept because of all the accolades. You can't.
No, they
deny
don't
numbers and
accept.
facts.
Every time
They're still
Floyd,
hating.
bro, I read these comments, all you see, even to this day, is a bunch of bullshit. I'm like, God damn. The man retired. The man proved himself. The other day I seen Floyd, right, it was him and his girlfriend. all the comments was negative. When these boxers never learn. Floyd Mayweather's the sugar daddy. Floyd Mayweather. It was him and his girlfriend doing a challenge where they asked like, which one of you guys are the most loyal? Which one of you guys are more honest? And you point to the other person. And I'm like, damn, y'all can't just like the video and move
Most
on.
people
Everything
don't
that
have.
man do is negative.
Most people don't have an understanding of the sport or respect or loyalty to the sport. They just watch it casually. You feel me? They haven't really watched all his fights and seen where he came from.
So I'm
They
be
got
honest.
this.
Most of the
They got
people
this promotional company where they promoting bare knuckle events, bare knuckle fighting. Y'all should go check that out, man. Let me know what fighters y'all like, cause y'all don't really like boxing that much on this page. Y'all like to see people get hit. And boxing is hit and don't get hit.
Nah, we like to
No,
see people.
I like
We
boxers
like to
to
see
hit,
people.
not
Hold
to
up,
just
hold
not
up.
get hit.
Hold on, hey Don, what you ready to say?
when you check out, so you know I'm a comment. I comment on shit on social media, rather Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. And what I realized, most of the people that comment on Floyd Mayweather shit, they never really saw him fight. They just hear about him. They don't know nothing. Because I asked them, "Oh, you don't like Floyd? What fight made you not like Floyd?" They never respond. Why
They
you don't
always
like
say the
Floyd?
running
Who,
shit.
who did Floyd? How many division champions Floyd? They don't know shit. They just be hating. They see him on TikTok and on Facebook with the money and all that. You know, because Floyd is flashy. He do what he want to do, and they look at that and they be mad. So
Yeah.
people don't hate. They hate Floyd.
They,
Oh,
they,
why you hate Floyd?
they like a nigga ain't supposed to have that much money. He ain't supposed to be that
But
respected and
you
that
know
and
what
that.
fight? Man, Floyd beat the shit out Arturo Gotti so bad. I'll never forget that day I came home from school
Yeah.
and you know they had the HBO reruns, right? So I put I just wanted to see a fight because if it was a rerun, I knew it had to be the main card. I'm watching this shit, man. I seen Floyd beat this boy ass so bad. I've been the way Mayweather's fan ever since I said that boy gonna make millions. I said
Beat
he
his
gonna be the
ass
best
and
boxer.
Let me tell you,
beat his ass
that's what
and took
Hold
his
up,
belt.
hold. I got pause on that. So you saw that, right?
Right.
And you try to say Shakur the best thing you ever seen.
I didn't say Shakur was the best thing I ever seen. I said Shakur is the best thing we got right now.
No, no,
Okay,
Hell
no,
no.
no. You said
Hell
he's the best
no.
you've ever seen.
But did Bud Crawford retire?
How can Shakur be the best we've seen? We saw Floyd already. He hasn't
all
surpassed.
right,
That's what
okay,
he
I can
said.
give a pass, but be honest though, Doc.
We ain't
Has
giving him a
Shakur, now
pass. That's what
listen.
he
Has
said.
Shakur had a fight like the Arturo Gotti fight that made you say, "Wow, this boy gonna make millions"?
Not from the standpoint of letting his hands go, but from the defense, yeah.
All right, that's honest. Okay,
Yeah.
I can fuck with it because I'm still waiting on Shakur to some. Shakur has the physical ability to do that shit. I'm
He
still
does.
waiting on him to do it.
If you don't stop,
He just hasn't bit.
guy
He,
with
he
much
just
fight,
ain't bit
then
down that mouthpiece yet. But
That's that's
it'll come.
that's one facet of the game. Like you said, you want us to think it's a blood sport and go to UFC. Like a motherfucker just can't be dancing around the ring and dodging shit. You gotta inflict some pain, some damage to make a motherfucker respect you. Yeah, and I'm not saying that you go in there and you fucking go toe to toe with a motherfucker and trade, because that's not what Bud does. Bud wait till you open up. He keep tagging you, and once he gets you tired, he step his foot on the pedal. Now, when it comes to Shakur, when they open up, he only do 2 or 3 punches. He never do more than that, even when he sees that they're hurt. Now, if he stepped on the pedal, like let's say for reference the Arnold fight, he would have stopped his ass in the 6th round. He would have solved all his
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah. And nobody would have been clowning him and talking about he was born. You wouldn't have given him time to fall asleep because it's only 6 rounds, 18 minutes, fight over.
He would have stopped that. I promise you on everything I love, he would have stopped that man.
The main
He would have
difference in
stopped
the
that
Arnold
man.
fight, though, I will say
if
the
you
Arnold
don't stop,
fight,
if you don't stop the guy in his next fight, then
Arnold wasn't really trying to win though. Like you have to have like Arturo Gotti kept coming forward, and he was actually trying to win.
You don't
That's
give
a
a
man.
fuck if Gotti was running. It don't matter where Floyd,
so
the
that
way
means
the
he's the one-
sharpness of Floyd, it don't matter if Gotti was trying to fly out of the ring. That motherfucker was getting stopped.
Yeah, that's a mentality thing. If you trying to win and you trying to be the best, you gonna beat the shit out of them and get them up out of there.
so that means you don't know how to
That
cut off
fight
the ring.
was crazy, bro.
That means you don't know how to cut
I
off the ring.
promise you, even though like Artem isn't like a A fighter or a B fighter or the greatest fighter, if Shakur would have stopped his ass in the 6th, people would have went crazy and been talking about it even now. They would have been talking about that shit the whole year. And the shit that you be
That's,
saying
that's
about
one of the
him,
reasons why you gotta beat somebody's ass, because in this time period where people aren't even fighting that often, if you put on a great event, motherfuckers could end up talking about you for almost a year.
Yeah,
Because there's not
exactly.
that much action every day in boxing.
he
That's
probably
But
would
if
have
you put
popped
on a
that
bad
tank
event,
fight.
they gonna be talking bad about you for damn near a year. It's not worth it.
He probably would have been able to push to get that Tank fight because they would have been like, "Oh, you seen what he did to Artem? Tank don't want
Yeah.
that shit. Tank don't want
Bro,
that shit at
after
all."
just like Jordan said, after Devin did that shit to Regis, it changed the way people viewed Devin.
Yeah.
For a very short time until Ryan did that fuck
Not
shit.
in not for a short time. I think people just after people like, oh yeah, progress
Like,
is never that good anyway.
like I fuck with Tank, but I'm like, at this point, I'm like, bro, you gotta start fighting some opponents, bro. Like it's the same. I'm a boxing fan. I don't give a fuck about a name or a guy. I want to see the best fight the best and push the fucking sport.
Honestly, what people want to see is a fight. People
Yeah.
want to see that it was a chance that you could have lost. That's it. That's really
Like,
what it comes down to. It's a chance that this man could have lost. He had to battle through adversity. If you want to see a fight like that in Floyd's career, Floyd Mayweather might die to one. Floyd had to fight through adversity. Floyd wanted to fight a tough fight for the fans. He didn't want to move around as much. And that motherfucker took some big shots in that fight.
a lot of people said he lost the first fight, but I don't know.
That's why he's
It's
not
because whenever you fight on the rope and you actually know how to fight on the rope, the fans aren't getting the slow down replay. So all they see is somebody throwing 8 punches on you while you on the rope. They don't see
I
you
saw
blocking
him
and
land-
catching.
I saw him land more punches. I'm just saying, like, the narrative is like most people's like, oh, he lost that first fight.
Oh,
and
and
they're
that's
just
just boxing 101 too. Like, go watch when you listen to the commentary of Bud and Majimov. Pretty much the black man is there to lose. If you're able to win, everybody kind of a little upset and all of that. But the way that they commentate, you're supposed to come there and lose to the white dude or the Mexican dude or whatever race dude. That's how the commentary. That's how they do it. They try to make everybody convinced that you're losing the fight each and every moment. That's why Bud say he developed a style to where as though it's not going to be close. He pretty much is going to get the stoppage because he already felt that shit in the amateurs. Like, this some bullshit. They really just want you there to look good because you're the one that brings the interest to the sport, but they want you to lose in the end. Is somebody taking a shower? Nah, that's part of my brother. I'm good. Yeah, bro. You can't do that.
Now when he can stop most motherfuckers too.
I'm just saying, like,
Fuck his record up.
Shakur has two like legends in his corner, and like Andre Ward and fucking Bud Crawford.
I don't know what the hell that is.
Oh, that ain't me. I thought it was me because I
I can hear it.
had
It's not
some
me.
turkey on the thing.
You good, you good. It's just static, man. Fuck it. It ain't that bad.
You got tonight is what? Who fight tonight? Of the little dude.
Floyd and Carmel.
I ain't think about Floyd. Come on,
God,
yeah.
Always fights on the undercard.
he already beat his ass. Like, why is he fighting him again?
Because you see, we just
Actually,
talked
Floyd
about-
doing good because he building Carmel. Carmel's about to get so much eyes on him just because Floyd doing the exhibition. So
Exactly.
he actually doing Carmel a
I thought he
favor.
was fighting Ortiz again.
No,
I don't think Ortiz wanted to do it, so he fighting Gotti again.
Yeah, he fight Gotti again. And that-
Ortiz wanted to do it, but something happened in the
and that's
contract.
because of the ass whooping that he gave Otoro Gotti.
Y'all, I gotta go run a few errands right now. I hit y'all back, man.
All right, bro.
What's I saying?
John Gotti's son tried to get back for Toro Gotti ass whooping that Floyd gave him. That distant cousin shit.
Damn, he out here beating different generations and shit.
So KJ,
Nah, they ain't related, but
They're not related. Don just fucking around.
Italians. They both Italians. They got the same last name, damn near.
No, damn, they already say Gotti is with an A, I think, and Gotti is with an O.
Yeah. That's why I said.
I know one of them related to that mob boss, John Gotti, the biggest.
Yeah, that's the one they fight.
That's his grandson.
His
That's
grandson, yeah. All of this shit just show you how close the mafia still is involved with boxing. What's your expectation for Shakur's next fight? Nothing. I gave up after the Autumn fight. I'm not Jaffe. I don't know. Jaffe a loyal brother. Like after the Autumn fight, I was like, okay, cool. I'm never going to expect this motherfucker to go out there and truly dominate nobody. I understand that he's a defensive first fighter. The all-time greats their offense and their defense is damn near neck and neck. When you really sit down, like I always tell myself, what makes a good boxer? Great offense and great defense. Shakur has good offense and great defense, so he's never really going to be able to look as dynamic as Purnell and Floyd and Crawford and none of those guys. All-time greats, the offense and the defense is both great. It's just one will be a little bit better than the other. Like Ray Robinson and Bud, great offense, very, very, very good defense. And on some nights, great defense. Floyd, great defense, very, very, very good offense, and on some nights, great offense. Shakur is a level below them. He like great defense, good offense. That's it. So I don't have no expectations. He gonna make a guy miss. It's gonna be boring. He's gonna go 12 rounds. What they fucking do?
Nah, he has to stop. He has to stop him. He's coming for 130.
I used to look at Jafe's like loyalty to Shakur sideways, but I gotta appreciate it because a lot of motherfuckers don't even like. If you black, most black fighters don't even get supported by black people.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I've been in multiple arguments
Nah,
with
they're
people
being
who argue
supportive and being
Floyd.
delusional.
No, I'm saying like I've been in comments and arguing with black people who argue Floyd's greatness against Canelo's. Like that shit should never even fucking
Bro,
happen.
black people are in this era, since they went through the school programming where we were just slaves, we was nothing, and the white man the best thing since sliced bread. Whenever they see a successful black man, they take it upon themselves to tear him down. Like, bruh, I'm just a little local dude. I made a couple thousand followers on TikTok. When I go to fights, nobody says a fucking thing. Like, I land a punch, don't nobody say shit. I had a fight where I'm fighting this white dude, beating the shit out of him. He landed one punch, the entire crowd erupted for like 5 seconds. And then when I went back to whooping his ass, everybody was quiet. And I said, wow, Floyd deal with this on like a 10-time scale. So they don't want to see no nigga who positive and marketing themselves and doing. Nobody wants to see that. They only want you there to lose. My man said, I heard a black person said they don't claim Devin Haney. The fuck you mean you don't claim him? Our people just sick, bro. That's all it is. They just sick.
Ignorant as fuck. Like Devin, one of the only people who keeping the sport alive. Devin, the
Yeah, I
only
know.
people who got balls enough to fight anybody and everybody. It don't matter what
Our
the
people
result of
is
the last.
it's a
I don't know
kernel.
about that. but-
It's in the Bible. It said you're gonna have a side eye towards your brother. So it's a kernel of jealousy and envy that most black men carry.
Why-
And they're gonna have that until the end. So don't
Why
expect
you
these niggas to say real support. If you find a few that show you support here and there, we gotta really appreciate it.
Why you say you don't know about that?
Because he was a free agent. He would have went to the PBC.
He makes more money as a free agent. I guarantee you he wouldn't have made
He
it.
would have went to the PBC if he wanted the tank fight. Like he said he does.
He went to Turkey to get the Tank fight.
Why are you going to Turkey?
Because he doesn't have the A side backing to make a fight with Tank. Tank could
If he wanted the fight, just take the B side. Same thing he did with Cambosis.
Camboso.
Yeah, but
You see
still,
that?
Tank-
No, it's
Tank-
not. No, still, he would have done that.
No, I'm
You
saying
can't
like,
make excuses for these people because if it was,
I'm not.
if it was the other way around,
I'm not
the
making
same way Shakur, the same way you guys talk about the 25% with Shakur, he would have done the same thing for Tank.
Yeah, you're right about that. I'm trying to explain that like this man Tank can make any fight he fucking wants. It goes both ways.
No, he can't. You know why he can't?
Tank can
You know
make
why he
any
can't?
fight
You know why he can't? You know
Why?
why he can't? Because
Why?
Bob Arum's on video saying, "Why would I make a fight for Tank when I got all these guys and I can make a fight within these guys?"
Like
He's
Barincic. Like Barincic. Bob Arum knows that he could do
Bob
some
Arum's
type of shit with Loman Barincic and make some decent money because I'm pretty sure they both from Ukraine or some shit.
He's on
So he's
video
not
saying,
able to make the big money fight with Tank, but he still can make money with at home fighters.
That's
Or in-house fighters, I should say.
That's the interview where he said, "Oh, and I could fight Tyson, but that shit will never happen," or something like
"No,
that.
that's not the interview. Not the wrong interview. It's not. It was even before Loma even fought Cambosis.
Shit, I didn't see that interview, but I get your point. Yeah, he could have fought. He could have signed a one fight deal. Shit. Chances are, like, I'm not saying that Devin would have beat Tank. I'm saying Devin fights all oppositions to prove himself.
But
Like,
you can't little boy Devin Haney though. Like he's
huh?
trying to say
In
like,
Tank's position, he can.
no, you can't, bro.
Yes,
No,
he can.
Not with Devin
Tank
Haney.
just did 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. Yes, he can do that.
But Devin Haney has accomplishments, bro.
That doesn't matter. It's about putting
It
bums in
does.
seats.
It does.
It's
And
about
Devin
putting
Haney,
bums in seats.
you
It's
can't.
about putting bums in
They
seats.
don't
Couldn't
give a
little
fuck
boy
about
Devin
that
Haney
today,
like
bro.
Devin Haney was able to
It's
do
about that
shit.
money, bro. They don't give a fuck
It's
about
about putting bums in
Okay,
seats.
so
They don't give a fuck about none of that today.
Okay.
it's more business than legacy these days.
At no
always been
level,
business.
at no level is it about legacy anymore. That's why
Okay,
guys
so-
get robbed. That's why guys get robbed left and right.
That's why I say the belts in this era don't fit. Because a motherfucker like Rolly
Like Tank said, I don't give a
He
fuck
talking
about
about like 25%. Like, come on, Devin Haney's not taking that for a Tank fight.
25% with a Tank is more than any fight with a regular person.
He said if Devin was still with Bob Arum,
taking those
what would happen
25%.
with his career? If Devin was still with Bob Arum, he wouldn't do shit in boxing just because of his style. The only way Bob Arum could try to market a black fighter, you got to be a knockout artist. That's the only way.
Yeah,
Even if he's gonna make you second bananas to some white fighter.
The only
But-
salary
If you
fight
don't
there
take
was
25% against Tank, he did the same shit Shakur did. But 25% with Tank probably supersede everything he made.
What was
What'd you
with
say?
Bob Arum and
If Haney don't take 25% against Tank, he did the same shit Shakur did when he
Exactly. Exactly. So, and these people
He ain't
making
making nowhere
excuses
near
for-
no Tank money. I don't give a fuck.
And these people are making excuses
Whatever the fuck you
for
call it. He ain't making
these
no.
people are making excuses for Haney.
I mean, it's not no excuse.
that's the exception, not the fucking rule. Like everybody makes like a rule about like Tank. I'm not talking about Tank. I'm talking about everybody else. He fought everybody else. Like we already knew that Tank was gonna knock his ass. Well, I personally knew that Tank was gonna knock his ass out.
For sure.
I already knew that. I already knew that from a fact. But everybody else, he hasn't been afraid to fight. So
Who's everyone else?
Ryan Garcia.
He ain't fought everybody.
not just Ryan Garcia. He called out Tio. He called out Loma.
He ain't fought
calling out Loma for
calling out
years.
and fighting
And he
them.
fought
It's
Dorte.
not the same thing.
Huh?
Devin was calling out Loma for years. Loma told Devin no 4 years ago.
It's literally video.
Tank, 4 years ago, Tank didn't want nothing to do with Loma.
It's literally
that's
video.
not true.
That had nothing to do with Tank. If you look at the interview when they asked him about Loma, who jumped in? That was Floyd Mayweather jumped in the middle. We don't have Loma rushing. They got to rush Loma because Tank ain't never said shit. Man,
Never
shit.
said a word.
Tank ain't want that answer.
I'm not trying to
I don't
connect
think
Tank
so.
to Devin.
I know that Floyd controlled that shit back then.
I'm not trying to connect Devin and
Tank's a grown man, so Floyd could jump in, but Tank not a mute. Tank not a mute. You'll see. Y'all just think fighters can just go do what they want to do, and that's not true. I ain't saying you can do what you want to do. I'm saying Tank isn't mute though. So just because Floyd jumped in, he could have said, "Well, my promoter." He could say, "Well, my promoter, we don't want to fight right now because of whatever." But whenever the opportunity arrives, I'm ready. I will beat Loma right now. You could have made a job right now.
There was actually calling
your boss right
Loma
now.
out.
Tell him that when you get at work and see.
I know he was calling him out,
bro.
They were calling Loma out back then
He's
too.
a seasoned veteran and he got his own little thing going on. But back then, Tank wasn't saying shit. He could not say a motherfucking thing.
I know
That was in 2017.
I know that Tank was calling Loma out. That was when Tank was at 130 and he called Loma out, and Loma said Tank don't got no belt, so he don't want nothing to do with him. I know about that. I ain't trying to connect either one of the fighters. I'm just saying every opposition that Devin had, and he's not even the most talented or skilled fighter. He's tried to pursue greatness. That's all I'm trying to say. He's called out Tio. He's called out Loma. He's called out Tank, even though I don't literally think he would beat Tank. He's tried to fight Shakur. Like,
He would have showed the greatness and just signed to the PBC.
Man, Tank ain't never fight no A1 fighter, so I don't know who he could or can't be. I know he could beat C and B. I don't know what he can do.
What do you think, Don? What do you think Devin is? Is he an A fighter?
Yeah, Devin is an A fighter.
Yeah, I say he's a low A fighter. Yes,
he's an A minus, but he's still an A. Now he can get knocked out of that category though.
My thing is, can you be an A fighter with a with a shaky chin? That's what it comes down to.
Well, he got up. Now, if he didn't get up,
Yeah.
It's not just his chin though.
I ain't saying that he don't have a chin. I'm
then
saying
the Austin
so. I'm just asking you. Do you think you still could be an A fighter if you have a shaky chin?
well, let's look at the history. Is Tommy Hearns a fighter, even though he was rubber band?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then that's your answer. Then you could be an A fighter with a shaky chin. So Devin is an A fighter that has a shaky chin.
And his bag ain't even that deep. He do the same shit.
Now Hearns a better natural athlete than Devin. I think Hearns had more skill than Devin too. So check that. I think Devin is a B+ fighter who's an overachiever.
Yeah, you can say that.
I'll agree to that as well.
But he beat an A fighter.
Yeah. He did beat a fighter.
So do we take away from Loma?
Is Loma a fighter though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you look at, but I don't know, man.
Based on accomplishment and opposition, yes. He's never been knocked
You
out.
can look at him.
Never
and look at you.
drastically lost.
You can look at his
Just the
skills.
way they fight.
Yeah.
Loma A fighter.
He's lost all his biggest fights, man.
The big guys that are way bigger
I mean,
than him. He's not
they
even
bigger
fighting
than
at his
him.
natural weight.
If Loma was playing it like Tank, he would have just stayed at 130.
They ain't like Tank, but Tank went up to 140 though.
One time.
One
Face
fight.
someone that's 6 foot.
He went up to 140. He didn't fight for the super belt either.
Yeah, but we already know.
Like it's not like he went up to 140 and fought a champion at 140.
We're not arguing who's greater.
I rate Barrios. So
We're not arguing.
Barrios is a B fighter though.
Barrios rated R for restricted.
We're not arguing
You
who's
got
greater in
Barrios as a
skill.
B? I got Barrios as a C.
We talking accomplishments.
I'm not that.
Who is Tank fought? Who is Tank fought that's better than Loma or on better than anybody on Loma's resume like T.O. fought, not won against, but fought, at least fought. Who
I
has he
don't think
fought
it's no
against?
secret Tank didn't fight nobody. Come on.
Yeah.
That's no secret. That ain't no secret at all, man.
Tank ain't fought nobody. That's Tank fault. And I'm not saying that doesn't take
So
away.
is he
from
the
Tank.
new? Is he the new Canelo Alvarez? A big name with a bunch of skill that don't want to fight nobody.
He never even got to the
He
Canelo.
never
Alvarez
even
point.
got to that level because he never fought
Yeah.
anybody.
I'm saying Canelo had a time period. I'm talking about Canelo up now. I already know Canelo had a time period where he was fighting everybody. But right now, the last 5 years, Canelo hasn't been fighting nobody. He's just living off of a name.
Because he feel like I done it.
Canelo was
already.
fighting old men.
Yeah, he was. Triple G was like 35. Kovalev was like 37. Fucking Floyd was like 36. Like
I agree with
It's like
you.
all Devin fought was older men, but Canelo do it, and none of his fans say shit.
Yeah, that's true.
no.
He goes to
I'm
older fighters,
unbiased on that shit. You fighting all
but
that.
everybody is older except for Laura, baby. And even Laura was older than him. But Floyd was old. He lost, except for Bivol, and he
But
lost.
he got the Floyd stimulus check though. That's why.
Yeah, well,
That's why.
And Canelo don't want to do
People
the
don't
same
care.
with Benavidez. He don't want to bless the next generation.
well, in his mind, he can
They're
do
gonna
that,
fight,
man.
man.
But I
They will
argue
fight.
with people all the time. He overrated, but I
Bro,
get
you
called
saying they going?
Oh, you
Sorry,
Canelo
no, go
hater.
ahead.
I'm saying they will fight.
But it's been 4 years. He's been a mandatory for 4 years.
They're still gonna fight.
Okay.
Nah, I don't think they're gonna fight. I'm gonna tell you why before y'all go crazy. Or they might, because David
I think they
Benavidez
will.
gonna lose to whoever beat each other between Bivol and Benavidez. David loses to them, and then Canelo gonna say, "Oh, he lost. I'll fight him now."
I don't
let me
think
tell
so.
you
I
what's gonna
think
happen.
if he lose, Canelo gonna use that as a reason. See, why would I fight him? As if he
Let me tell you what's gonna happen. He's gonna bring him down in the weight. He's gonna bring him down to 160 after like at least 2
after you
more fights.
after you already went up to
That's what's gonna
175.
happen.
I thought about
And
that
he's-
too.
That's
He's gonna bring him down at a
what's
quick
gonna happen.
turnaround. He's gonna bring him down at a quick turnaround, like in like a 4 or 5 month fight, and then put a rehydration clause on him and knock his ass out.
Nah,
like
he don't
did
do
Kovalev.
clauses. He already said that. He don't do clauses.
He did that with Kovalev.
Oh, he
Kovalev
said he
was
don't
on a
do clauses.
So
rehydration
he said Benavidez. You saying Benavidez said he don't do clauses, right?
No, that's what Canelo said in his interview.
Oh no, Canelo lying.
No, he did that with Kovalev.
All right, well, maybe because that was out of 175. He had 168. Maybe he meant 168. That's what
Because
he said, out of his own
Bivol
mouth.
called him out. Bivol called him out and said, "I'll come to 168 and I'll fight you." And he said, "No."
Yeah,
Because he's going to lose his belt. That's why he
yeah.
said
That's why Bibble said he wanted to fight.
Yeah, that's why
Bibble
Bivol said that.
will hoard everybody because Bibble said, you know what? I don't care. I already know I'm never gonna be a pay-per-view star, so I'm gonna make $1 million here, $1 million there, and I'm gonna make sure I leave a great legacy. Bibble told Jamal Charlo, "You got a belt, I'll fight you. No belt, no fight." He told Canelo, "We fight again. It's for all the belts. No belts, no fight." 168.
Bill's gonna win that. He's gonna beat Arthur. Watch.
Well, the skill would translate.
Yeah. Bertabiev had to get surgery. And plus, I think Bibble footwork gonna be a little bit too much for him. But Bibble better be careful. I know that much.
He was struggling against Anthony Yard.
No two-punch combination.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was struggling back.
two-punch combination. That's it.
Yard could have beat Bertabiev because of the speed difference, but Yard it's like his game plan, his technique was off. But he's a much better athlete than Bertabiev.
He has no
maybe-
cardio. That's why.
Or
That's
maybe
not
the Mike
endurance.
Tyson effect came. Everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Yeah. When you can tell when motherfuckers get hit with that shit that Bertabiev throw, it's like, damn, they like, what is that?
Yeah,
No,
Yard got cracked. Yeah, yeah.
Nah, Yard just gets tired.
Punched in the mouth.
If you watch Yard's career, he just gets tired. Like he don't have good endurance. Yeah, bad is bad. By every fight, by the 7th round, he's just fighting to
That's something
survive.
that you said, KJ. These dudes don't work hard.
He should have improved on that a long time ago. You're a pro. Can't be making excuses.
Now these dudes don't do the road work. That's why.
Yeah, the road work. That's what they don't want to do. They don't want to do the road work.
Even with Kovalev, he got tired and got knocked out by a jab.
So that just shows his inability to make adjustments.
No, he just don't do road work.
They don't want to do that road work.
That's an
All
adjustment.
the modern fighters, like most of them, they say you don't need it. I see it so many times. They say that it messed up your fast twitch.
I think they over rely on power and they hold it higher than it should be.
Yeah, that's another big point. And most of these motherfuckers aren't power punchers. So if you're not a power puncher, then when you get your knockout, it's gonna be because of timing, skill, shit like that. Like when Floyd knocked out Ricky Hatton, timing. They ain't had shit to do with power. That was timing.
Great timing.
And Hatton ass was out.
Perfect timing. Didn't he hit his head on the belt buckle?
Yeah.
That shit
And
was
some
funny.
WWE shit.
Yeah, I think I turned my head when Floyd knocked him out. I turned my head and missed it. I had to watch it on the replay.
That was the first fight I've ever watched of Floyd.
And I saw he hit his head on the turnbuckle. I was like, yo, that's funny as fuck. But then Manny knocks him out in the second round after, and everybody go crazy. I was like, man, Floyd did that already. Cut it out. He was already
Because he would understand. He would understand the damage. First off, a dude like Floyd Mayweather fuck your body up because he hit you with clean shots for all of those rounds. So a lot of guys they're not the same after Floyd fight him.
Yeah, not only that, the motherfucker ain't known to be a puncher. Then he knocked your ass out. Mentally, that fucked you up.
I was just saying that, KJ. I was on the live on Brandon's live. He was arguing about Kambosos and fucking Pedraza. And I said, Tank knocked Pedraza the fuck out for the first time. Like, ever. He ain't ever been, like, knocked, nothing
Undefeated.
like that. And I said, that does something. Yeah, that does something to somebody.
Mentally,
And then they said, Loma 12-12'd him. And I was like, that don't mean shit. He didn't finish him, and he didn't, like, after you get knocked out, you knocked for the first time, you either the same fighter or you not. But most people,
you either gonna become strong and all that, and you're gonna develop and be more of a dog, or you're gonna be done.
That's what I'm saying.
That knockout shit, it make or break you, man. But
bro, you gotta understand, Incredible, that some people, just because they watch boxing, they don't understand stuff. That's why I was there when you were telling them that, and I just fall back because I already know when you have some type of knowledge and they don't, they'll fight you until the fucking end instead of trying to learn. So sometimes you just got to fall back and be like, man, fuck it. Don't argue. Y'all got into a big argument, and I wanted to say so bad, you'll leave it alone, bro. Because you're not going to change that dude's mind because they don't study the sport, and they haven't fought.
you know what else, too? sometimes we different days we actually feel like entertaining shit. Like Don probably had a day where he was mellow, like, man, I ain't about to entertain this shit. So he let Mr. Incredible go. And it's probably times when Mr. Incredible see Don getting to somebody ass, and he like, I don't even know why Don going back and forth. Like, it depends on the day, man. It depends on the day.
Yeah, that's true.
I would agree with what I would agree with what they were saying, but then like bro started getting out of pocket and calling me idiot, casual, all this other shit, and I was like, bro, if we wasn't online and you talking all that shit in person, I slap fire at you because I'm not letting nobody.
But that's why they doing it online.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
He
Like,
come on your
bro,
shit sometimes.
Oh, you talking about SRT?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know. He seemed like he probably got a bunch of sisters or something. He real catty with the shit.
Bro, like I could have a debate with somebody and not disrespect.
You don't have to
them.
disrespect.
If you got a difference of opinion,
But you know where they
I
get
ain't
that shit from, yo? This girl I used to talk to, she went to school up in Towson. And colleges in this area, the DMV area, they actually encourage disrespectful debating. So they let motherfuckers go up there and debate and just say whatever. And I didn't know that, and she had told me that, and I was like, no, don't nobody talk. You're not supposed to talk to people like that. And she's like, oh, you one of those people that care about, you know, what someone is saying and how they're saying it. I said, no, it's just a certain way that you're supposed to debate between different people. You're not getting up here to try to shit on somebody else. You're getting up here to try to make a point.
Yeah,
but
it's not that important to me that I get emotional that I'm gonna put another man down about that shit. It's like it's not my record that I'm fighting about. We talk about other dudes in the sport. We're trying to educate people. But at some point where you try to like talk out of the side of your neck and put me down, you think I'm gonna sit there and take that shit? Hell, fuck no.
Exactly.
Yeah, man,
that's crazy.
You know what? There is some debates that could make real boxing fans like me go crazy when you tell me that Klitschko was a better fighter than Muhammad Ali.
Okay, yeah.
Fuck no.
So that's what happened yesterday, and I had to.
Only thing is, when people gonna say with Ali, they don't understand.
Yeah,
this is what they don't understand, Don. When it come to Ali, they think just because people say the most cliche shit. Well, Ali, his technique was horrible. Ali's natural athleticism and his intangibles made up for the fact that his technique was horrible. So you can't just look at these other fighters with better technique and say, yeah, he would beat Ali. He'll beat Ali. He'll beat Ali. Sometimes Mayweather do that dumb shit. And I just ignore it. Cause I know why Floyd be doing it, because Floyd's still mad that motherfuckers compare him to Ali, which is crazy too. Floyd shouldn't be compared to Ali. It's clear that Floyd better than Ali. But people do it like Ali, like especially once he got all Parkinson's and sick and all that, all of a sudden everybody love him and shit. But when it comes to Ali, people try to write him off because they try to act like they care so much about technique all of a sudden. But Ali won with his heart, he won with his grit, he won with his athleticism, and he won with his jab. Ali had one of the fastest jabs of all time at heavyweight. Like, these are things that motherfuckers don't know about Ali. Also, he had some of the best footwork of any fighter, but he was a heavyweight. So we can't just look and say, well, this fighter put his chin down and that fighter didn't. Nah. Klitschko will get his ass whooped by any version of Ali, except for the version when he's 36 years old, he's done with the man boobs. But any other version of Ali whooping Klitschko ass.
Hell yeah.
He's the best heavyweight ever.
Shit, he whooping Klitschko and Anthony Joshua ass. Fuck that.
What about
I don't even mention Joshua in that category.
Because Joshua beat Klitschko, didn't he?
Old ass washed up one, but
but I'm saying that's why I had to mention it, because you know somebody would say, well, Joshua beat Klitschko, did he beat Ali? Yeah, Ali would beat him too. I know y'all already know Ali whooping Joshua ass. Joshua know Ali whooping his ass.
That be motherfuckers on Jerry line facing one person.
But let me answer this question. It says, damn, how the hell can you run so much and still be fast, KJ? Because running doesn't take away from your fast twitch. The fast twitch that you have is what you're born with.
Who ran?
You can make it better too. You can train your fast twitch too. But if Usain Bolt go out and run 10 miles or whatever, he's still gonna be faster than a motherfucker. He's just not gonna be able to make Olympic times for the 100 because now he's going against the grain. You have an event in the Olympics called the decathlon, and in the decathlon, the sprinters that run 10-2, they also have to run a 4-minute mile. So when people try to say running long distance fuck up your fast switch, That's if you're trying to qualify for the 60 meter, the 100 meter Olympics. It'll fuck you up. You're gonna be probably 0.3 or 0.4 seconds slower. But if you just a regular person, you still gonna be fast as shit compared to the other people. People don't know what they're doing. They talking about things that they've never done. Like
Exactly.
I could go record you. I could go record myself doing 8, 10, 12 miles, and then I could show you me throwing an 8-punch combination on a motherfucker in the ring, and show you that no, that running those miles don't slow you down. It slow you down. The amount that it slows you down by is not even noticeable unless you competing at the highest level for speed. And motherfuckers online don't do that shit. So they just talking out their ass. I've been running long distance since I was 5 years old. These people don't know what the fuck they talking about. Sean Taylor used to run miles when he was growing up and developing into a football player. He ran a 4.5 and he would go run miles to make sure his conditioning was good. And he would run his miles in all of his football pads. Motherfucker be talking. Muhammad Ali, the fastest heavyweight ever. Ali was going on 7-8 mile runs. Fastest heavyweight ever running 7-8 miles. Was his 100 time fast? No, he ran like a girl time in the 100 because they timed him. He raced. But at that point, he was already over 200 pounds and shit with no track form or nothing. He just went out there and ran. But at the end of the day, it's not about being fast in a straight line. It's boxing. It's about quickness. Being fast in spurts is about how quick you are, not necessarily how fast you are in a straight line.
And
most track athletes can't play football because their change of direction ain't shit.
Yep. They tried that already with what's his name again? Ronaldo some shit.
Nehemiah.
Yeah, they let him play foot. That motherfucker was horrible. But he was fast. He got down the field before
fast the
everybody.
bitch.
Couldn't catch the fucking ball though.
Yeah, they said who came up with long distance running makes you slow? Is that a real thing people believe? Yeah, lazy motherfuckers. So and white men that write about things that they've never done. So you mix those two together, it's a catastrophe. But yeah, I don't know where they came up with that bullshit.
You know how much that Berlanga and Canelo pay-per-view is? $90.
Canelo could do that. Shit, I ain't fucking.
$89, my bad.
$89.95.
Yeah.
Same shit as 90, same shit.
Yeah. I mean, he did it. Shit, Canelo, that motherfucker. I ain't no hater. When Canelo fought Munguia and charged everybody, Canelo sold 500,000 with $89.95 against Munguia. Nobody wanted to see that shit, and 500,000 people bought that motherfucker. Canelo could do whatever the fuck he want. I don't give a damn.
That motherfucker is robbing.
That's a bad motherfucker.
Robbing the people blind. He is robbing.
He ain't robbing them. Shit, he ain't putting a gun to him, making him give him that money. Canelo a bad motherfucker. I gotta give it to him. Shit, when you can do that, you up there. You up there. Even Floyd Mayweather kept it competitive. When Floyd was breaking records pay-per-view, he kept it competitive. He kept it against big names and shit like that. Canelo isn't breaking records, but he's still selling more than any other boxer out right now. Against nobody, against guys who shouldn't even be in there with him. So he a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, but doing over 700K consistently.
This motherfucker's been fighting since the Floyd era. That's why he's the most recognizable name in boxing right now.
Nah, it's the Floyd stimulus check. That's why. It's the Floyd stimulus.
Yeah.
Some people have gotten their ass beat by Floyd and never got to capitalize off that shit.
No, everybody that got their ass beat by Floyd still had a certain amount of stardom. Like Ricky Hatton could go do documentaries talking about how he got his ass whooped. People are gonna tune in because he fought the great Floyd Mayweather. That's just how it is, though. Like Ali made Ken Norton relevant for the rest of his career. When you fight him up, that's why Shakur wanted the Tank fight so bad, and that's really why I think Tank hesitant, because Tank, even if you win, you making this man a fucking star. Tank don't want Shakur to be a star. He talked about it. He said that Shakur don't really want to be great. He coming off as a hater that just want to outdo me or something along the lines of that shit. He said Shakur just want my stardom. He just want to be in my light, but it's not like he really chasing greatness. So he come off as a hater. That's what Tank said. So Tank knows just by giving Shakur the fight, he's gonna be giving Shakur the fans.
I believe that when he said "fuck the fans," like you ain't even got to say all that shit. Like,
That's why he's in the position he's in now.
You can't say fuck the fans if you're not really that interested as a fighter. Like it's amateur fighters that bring more. I bring more entertainment value to my fights. It's amateur fighters that I've seen who bring more entertainment value to the fight. Shakur is a defensive first fighter who seems as though he doesn't have heart. And I'm not saying it like, disrespecting the man. I'm just saying, and heart in the boxing ring to me is when you take a risk. If you're okay with taking risks, you have to take a risk in order to get a knockout or in order to hurt your opponent.
Yeah.
Shakur don't really take risks in the fights. That's what makes the shit boring. In life, you have to take risks. A motherfucker that don't take risks live a very boring, comfortable life, and they know that they're not risk takers. A motherfucker that, I like her, let me go say something to her. And you got a motherfucker that just sit on the wall the whole night, and every night they just sit on the wall, won't even try to talk to the girl, won't even get themselves a chance to get rejected. That's not a life that I would wish on anybody. I've been rejected. Shit, I like to dance when I go to the club. I done went in the club and had nights where I was the only man dancing with women because everybody else was scared. And I danced with 4 women. Good looking girls. Some of them had ass, some of them was skinny. But I danced with all of them just because I went out there dancing. I had nights I done went in the club, asked to dance, everybody look at me like I got 3 eyes. You know what I mean? But I jumped my ass out there. And that's what we want to see from Shakur. We want to see somebody that's willing to take a shot. And shit don't always work out when you take risks, but it's better to know that you tried that shit than opposed to getting there playing safe all the damn time.
Like I was saying in the comments, Kamel showed more in 4 fights than Shakur has done so far. I'm not saying he's better than
Carmel offense is something special. I ain't even going. You know what? That's a good point. But Carmel not fighting nobody yet. But you know what? I wouldn't even use that point because Carmel offense, he got that Ray Leonard. I could throw 82 punches right now, and then I could throw 82 punches again 6 rounds from now. I can hit you so fast with 20 punches in a row. Shakur wouldn't be able to do that. Tank can't do that. That's a gift. It's a gift to be able to do that. So I can't use. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that.
I'm not even talking about the offense. I'm talking about everything else. Like,
what do you mean?
He's shown that he's willing to just sit in there and bang with his opponent.
Are you talking about heart? He's showing more heart than Shakur. Yeah, he has.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Not just coasting by and just getting what's it called? A decision.
The thing about Shakur, with his style, you could throw him in there with anybody, no matter what skill level. That's why he always he talks so confident because at the end of the day, his feet and his reflexes could bail his ass out. Most fighters couldn't fight like that if they wanted to. They don't have the ability. But that's such an important ability. Just having great feet, you could go further. You could literally line up across anybody if you have great feet.
Or when he's over the age of 30, then it's gonna be bad.
That's why Tank trying to make a weight.
He's already
Tank actually benefits Tank to fight Shakur 4 years from now. If Shakur still gonna be boxing. Tank ain't even turned 30 yet, but he turning 30 soon. Tank at 34 years old, Shakur at 31. That fight benefits Tank more because Tank is still gonna have his power. Shakur is gonna be 2 steps slower.
You said it benefits Shakur more though.
No, it benefits Tank more.
No, you said
4 years from now it will benefit Tank more.
No, but I'm saying in the past you said it would.
Yeah, I reneged. Fuck that. I thought about it because if he slow down, he gonna be fucked. And then power is the last thing to go.
And he ain't got that with bad hands. He's starting to have bad hands.
Yeah.
In the last 2 fights, he said he hurt his hands already.
What did he hurt his hands on? Throwing at the wind? Because he ain't nobody enough to be hurting his hands, so he might be thinking about retiring in the next 2-3 years, though. Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, he ain't doing shit. All he's doing is throwing a couple of punches, and his hand hurt already. Yeah.
All those speedy power punches ain't gonna work on Tank.
I just don't know about that kid, man.
And in the last live, y'all was talking about Tank was sparring Sean Porter and he knocked him down.
Yeah, he was, and Sean pretty much confirmed that he got his ass whooped.
Yeah. So that leads me to this question: if Tank, is there a possibility of Tank being successful at a 147 If he actually competed and tried.
No. But there is a possibility of Tank beating somebody with a big name one fight at 147. Tank with his style, taking him like literally, Tank lets himself get hit every fight. Every single fight I've seen, he let himself get hit. Except for the Rolly fight, for whatever reason, he was a little bit worried about Rolly's size and shit.
And
But
the Ryan fight,
at 47, those dudes are landing. They're landing much
hit
bigger
a
punches.
lot,
Tank
bro,
will, even in the victory, Tank will take way more damage because he don't really use his athleticism in the way that Shakur does to make sure he don't really get touched. Tank sit there and bang it out with you. Sit there and get hit. It's different taking hits from a man y'all the same size and taking hits from a man with 20 pounds on you. Totally different. And I'm telling you from personal experience, being in there on 2 different occasions with a motherfucker 2 weight classes bigger than you, the hits feel different. When I went home, the only time I had pissed blood was my second amateur fight, and I was fighting that 165 motherfucker. And the second time I fought a 165 dude, he wasn't good enough to really land them shots, but when he did land, it feels way different than fighting somebody your own size. So Tank couldn't be successful at 47. He don't have the skill. To be smaller, you gotta have a bunch of skill.
Like a direct.
One Vandal said, "Sheesh, no, one Vandal. I ain't even fit. It's not even like a It just sounds bad. Like, oh, I pissed blood. Da, da, da. It really wasn't bad. Like, I don't know. I got high pain tolerance, but I'm just telling you from personal experience, that shit is totally different, huh?
That 147 is weak as shit right now, except for boots.
Yeah.
But Tank ain't built like Canelo, right? As in.
Yeah, you don't use steroids.
As in
His body
PED.
structure.
You don't use
His body
steroids.
structure is not built like Canelo's. Like, he's a small guy.
No, it ain't that as in PED. If Tank take the PEDs, it'd be good. My man, one Vandal said, bro, that's why I didn't get into combat sports, because I don't want to deal with the recovery. So in other words, you ain't getting combat sports because you was a BI. Look, man, it ain't that bad, man. Like, shit look worse than what it is. If you a tough dude and you train and all that, I wasn't like, oh man, my kidneys hurt, my this hurt, but the thing is, you don't want to stick around too much because when you're young, you seem like you don't feel it. But you keep on going through that pounding, your body will tell you later on, like when you in your late 40s, early 50s, your body will start fucking up because of all the punishment you took. But to be honest, if you in shape and you train, the shit'll look worse than it actually feels. And that's just in my experience, my personal experience. A lot of injuries look worse than how they feel because you're already used to getting hit.
There's a whole bunch of boxing gyms because I'm from Miami. I'm from Alapata. Y'all could look that shit up. There's mad Cubans there. There's mad boxing gyms in there. Oh. And I used to spar and like I trained, but I ain't never like took it fully with boxing. One, because all my friends that was in there was just way more talented than me and better than me, and I just ain't have like I did it for like self-defense purposes. You don't have a passion. Yeah, like self-defense purposes. Right. The people who actually have a passion for it were way better than me. Like, not athletic-wise, but they had way more skill. They translated, the workouts were easier for them. Like, I think the first, like, day we were there, we ran, like, 3 miles. And it was
that's like, good, man.
No, I was tired.
It turns out to run.
After like 1.5 miles, everybody was dusting my ass. I had to, like, slowly jog. I ain't never been, and I ran track. I ain't never been like the last person like in the fucking line or some shit. Like I'm some fucking sloppy ass slow person, but they kept like a decent pace because it's the people who've been there the longest and then the novices in the back or the new people. And my ass was tired as fuck.
So you thought you was gonna walk in the gym and be one of the best fighters when you walked in the gym?
Not necessarily.
You know what the problem is, Don? You know what the problem is? You can do shit like that in football and basketball and all that shit because if you athletic, you could come into a football game, juke a motherfucker touchdown, do that shit one more time, and you didn't score 2 touchdowns of the day. Everybody looking at you like a hero, and you out of shape than a motherfucker. In boxing, you do that, and you around talented people, it's not gonna go that way.
Yeah. I thought I thought my athleticism was gonna push me to that level because after running you still got to do more workouts. It's where I'm getting to. Like them motherfuckers was doing ab crunches and shit, foot workouts, hitting the bag for like a minute or 2 minutes, like, and I was just tired. Like after I think a month, I was like, nah, this shit ain't for me. I still went,
Boxing shows
but
a
not
totally different type
competitively.
of athleticism. Mm-hmm.
Not competitively. I've never went competitively. I went there to train and probably spar every once in a while, but never like, oh, I'm gonna be an amateur or I'm gonna do this.
Gotta get
Like I already knew that it wasn't for me. Like what I'm saying. Like I did like jujitsu, and I love jujitsu because it's not that much. You don't put that much work into it. Like you don't have to be in definite shape to be good at jujitsu. Like it's fat motherfuckers that's good as fuck at jujitsu.
But even if you're in shape, I think I told y'all this story over and over again. This dude came in the gym looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger, thought he could try out for the team. They put him in there with a heavyweight named Wesley, who was not even a super heavyweight. He was a heavyweight. This dude was definitely a super heavyweight. And he got his ass whipped.
I believe it.
When you're involved in the sport, you still have to pick up your technique, your skills. You have to learn the
Yeah.
sport. It's just not the physical part. You can look like a
Yeah.
specimen all you want. I don't give a fuck if you can run 30 miles. If you haven't trained for boxing, like you haven't been in that ring, nobody haven't shown you how to throw a jab and blah, blah. I don't give a fuck what you can do. You're going to get your ass whipped.
It's pretty much like Floyd said, skills pay the bills. Boxing is a skills sport first.
Yeah.
A lot of what Terrence did to Errol was just skill. That motherfucker, every time Errol threw a jab, Terrence stepped towards him with his rear hand in front of his own face, caught Errol's jab while stepping forward, and pow, hitting Errol right in the face. Errol nobody Errol ever fought ever did that shit before. So that shit threw him off so much. And that's not even like a like a big trap, and that's a basic technique. But that shit was made a world of difference in the fight. Cause the power jab, that stiff jab that Terrence Crawford was landing was hurting Errol and knocking his head back from the first round. So boxing is a skilled sport. And the skills is what a lot of people don't see, the little skills unless you slow that shit down. But the skills is the difference between Errol Spence getting fucked up and Madrimov going 12 something rounds. Because Errol and Madrimov really around the same size as Errol was James at 47. But Madrimov had that in and out movement. Madrimov was quicker, throwing punches and combinations, not just trying to throw a big shot and then hit the body, shit like that. And he had these little nuances, little moves and shit. Then he was smart enough to know I can't just rush in because this motherfucker got so much power. That's skill, that's IQ. So that's the difference between getting stopped in 9 rounds and going 12 rounds.
I was watching the slowdown of the Madrimov and Crawford fight, and bro, I seen Bud getting hit by Madrimov's best shots. They weren't like no light tap. He was hitting his ass.
Madrimov was trying to knock his ass out.
Yeah,
they was both,
a lot of people think
were trying to knock each other out.
Yeah, but like people say, like Madrimov was like not even using his full. Them punches had some weight behind it. Like I seen Bud.
No. What people say is that Madrimov wasn't fighting with his regular style, and he wasn't because he was worried about getting stopped.
He would have got stopped. Yeah, he would have got stopped. 100%. 100%.
I'm just glad that Bud about to be 37.
Yeah.
Man, Bud still could throw them. Bud still could throw them punches underneath in a flurry. He could still throw that quick 6 little punches at the gut real fast. It reminded me of Ray Robinson, but Ray was faster. But it's amazing that Bud could still do it at 37 and counter punches.
Ray was
in combination.
Ray was way bigger though.
No, he wasn't.
Ray was like 5'11", right?
He was taller, but they had the same reach.
Oh yeah, Bud got like.
And plus, Ray being bigger actually should have made him slower.
That body type with that reach, that body type, like Bud's body type with that reach ain't normal. That shit is abnormal as fuck.
Floyd is abnormal and Bud is even more abnormal than Floyd because they're around the same height.
74-inch reach at 5'8" is not normal. Your arms are like fucking past your
you know what's crazy about Bud? His hands are big as shit too. Go look at his hands. I had a picture that I did. It was like around when he fought Errol, right before he fought Errol. It was a picture of Bud, Shakur, Keyshawn, and all of them. They all around the same height. But Bud's hands was big as a bitch compared to all of them. And he had the longest reach.
And got, I guess it plays a good factor that your hands are naturally heavy and shit.
Yeah. That's why I said it ain't just the punching form and shit. Shakur has good form.
What
It's
you
a
think
lot of
about
different shit.
what you think about that B-Vol and Better Beef card? I think that card looks fire.
Shakur in there, right?
Yeah, Shakur's co-main.
Ain't Cruz on there, Andy Cruz?
Nah, but J.O. Pitaya, the champion, the lineal champion at cruiserweight is fighting, and
I see a couple names on there, but I haven't seen it in a
I gotta
while.
go over it again. But
Let me correct you,
Two
brother.
English fighters.
Shakur is not a co-main. Shakur is an undercard, not a co-main.
he's an undercard.
Yeah.
Damn, that shit crazy.
Oh shit!
There's 2 English fighters that drew. That's
Oh,
fighting.
that's that motherfucker. What do we call it
The
up
two
there? Ben
light-skinned.
Whitaker.
Yeah,
Ben Whitaker up there.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I'm saying.
excited.
yeah.
I'm excited to see Ben Whitaker on the big stage, man.
And
Oh shit, that's
the
Turkey.
heavyweight fight. There's a heavyweight fight, English heavyweight fight. That's gonna be the fight of the night.
Turkey set that fight up. So damn, if he didn't make Shakur co-main, shit, he might not be making that 30 mil that Jaffe was talking about.
We already know he ain't making that damn 30 mil, bro.
He's just trolling.
Because if it's
Hey
a
fellas, I'll be
two-fight,
back in like 10 minutes. Y'all got it, man.
Jaffe just trolls.
yeah, if it was like a 2-fight deal and you're making 30 million, I was like, nah, ain't no way in hell he making that shit. Unless he knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody.
That's a lot.
Motherfuckers fight their whole lives. Go ahead.
That's
Go
like
ahead.
saying I'm gonna give you $25 million for free. Because he ain't did $30 million for 2 fights. Come on, man.
Shakur signed to Eddie Hearn when Eddie Hearn is in an interview saying we're not gonna be making the Gervonta Davis fight.
Like you can't be giving somebody that much money and you ain't even making that shit back. That's a loss.
And he's not even a bigger. That's why I say he's not even a bigger draw than Terence Crawford, and Terence Crawford is not even getting that much. So where the hell did that 30 million come from?
I think he's getting a little bit more than 15 million. Like in total, 15 million in total. He probably getting like 20 max. Not no fucking 30. That's crazy as fuck. Motherfuckers fight their whole lives and be fighting fucking.
Yeah, but what
I don't know, like
somebody else, but still ain't making no 30 million. Boxing
yeah.
is not an even Steven sport. That's not a sport where, hey, you can make this. No, everybody make their own purse.
He's never even fought on pay-per-view.
It's like the business factor. Like you forgetting that it's based on how many people you bring in, and put in the fucking seats. Like especially if you ain't never been on pay-per-view. How the fuck you never been on pay-per-view and you go straight to making 30 million? Motherfuckers fight their whole lives and never make that money.
It's not only how many people, it's how much they can charge for the tickets for your ass. So it's not only the amount of people. For some people, the motherfucking front row seats are 5,000 compared to somebody else shit who's 1,500.
But if the seats cost a lot and nobody's coming, that's even worse.
Nah, if the seats cost a lot, bro, they coming. That's why the seats cost a lot.
And people say
shit like Canelo, there was a seats of purchase. Canelo fights. Canelo fights is not gonna be the same amount as a fucking Shakur fight.
Yeah, you're right.
and people talking about Turkey, he don't care about the money. Whoever has money cares about losing money.
Yeah,
Let's be real.
I think he's logical about that shit. He's not just going to throw that shit away. He's going to value it.
But what y'all don't understand is promoters don't lose money, bro. That's why
They're saying they lost 10 million.
Bro, they don't lose anything. Insurance, that's why you got to have insurance. Insurance is mandatory when you're a promoter. It's not I'm not going to get it or I am. You have to have insurance. And when there's a gap, if you spent 50 million and you only made 30 million, oh well, insurance company got to pay 20 million. And it's launched to the fighters. If you can't pay the fighters, the insurance company pay the fighters.
Well, at least they know they're getting paid.
That's the United States. I don't know about no other country, but in the United States, you got to have insurance.
It sounds better than UFC. That motherfucker Dana White be paying them motherfuckers like $10,000 for a championship
You
fight.
never lose money. 1/4 of the tickets could pay his fighters. He is running a real Slave camp there.
That motherfucker is a grimy motherfucker. Cause I've been hearing stories where, cause they fight in Vegas too. That motherfucker be gambling, and I forgot who it was, but y'all could look the video up. Like they
Aiden
went
Ross.
out. Oh, Aiden Ross. Yeah, you right. Thank
You
you.
gotta be
He-
worth almost $1 billion.
No.
No,
I'm
he
saying
is. He's a billionaire.
Aiden Ross went gambling with him, and that motherfucker gambled $100 million in one night. $100 million.
The first time he met Aiden Ross, he paid his debt. He was down 500K, and he gave him 500K to
That
go
motherfucker
gamble.
just don't want to pay his people. That's just it. You don't give them health insurance or nothing. That's why I said when it comes to boxing and boxers, a lot of these motherfuckers don't know how good they got it, because in every other combat sport, you're not taken care of like that. You're not. You barely got any ends meet to
If I'm gonna fight, the only sport I'm doing is boxing. I mean, if I was younger, if I'm gonna fight, it don't make no sense to do nothing else but boxing.
Facts. The other ones, you too much risk and not enough reward.
Yeah. I don't make sense. I'm not gonna go out there and get my face busted open on a high championship level for $100,000. You gotta be out your damn mind. I can make $100,000 myself. Fuck, I gotta go fight for $100,000? Shit, I made $100,000 every year since 19 fucking what? 84? No, that's too early. 88? Shit, who the fuck gonna go get your brains busted in for $100,000, which ain't shit?
Shit, $100,000 in '84 right now it'd be accumulated to like
I exaggerated with 84.
2.5.
I exaggerated with 84. I think I got my job. I think it was 87. But
Still more than what you like 100,000 is now. So shit, you was making bread back then.
$100,000 ain't shit no matter what. I lived in New York. $100,000 ain't shit in New York, bro.
You got that state tax, and then you got the fucking
It ain't even
income
tax,
tax.
bro. The cost of living, period. Taxes is taxes. Everybody got to pay that. The cost of living in New York is fucking ridiculous.
I only been to New York a handful of times, and it's nice to visit, but I would never live there.
You got a
I
fucking
know family
Yugo.
there.
You got a little ass car, little motherfucking car, and fill that tank up is $75. A little ass car. Imagine if you had a fucking truck or some shit. You paying $115, $113 to fill your tank up.
It ain't even no point in having a car out there. All that fucking
Where's the
traffic.
best place to live in America?
What are you basing it off?
Well, United States is every state is different, so you can't really give a
Like
value on the United
financial
States.
wise.
You gotta go somewhere
Where
where
you
it's
live.
in the middle of nowhere, where there's not that many like taxes on laws like that. Like one of the middle east, like western states like Wyoming or Idaho, where all those white tea people live.
Yeah, but the federal government's still gonna tax you the same. If you want no state tax, you can go to New Jersey. You can go to Florida.
Yeah, I live in Florida. They got good. It's getting overpopulated over here. So even if you do got those tax laws, like
The real
the
estate
cost of living is crazy. Like the average,
Yeah.
like I work construction, so like the average house that we work on, like is like $400,000. So like, and they're like 1,600 square feet home. Like I'm talking 3-bedroom. You probably may have a pool, but if not, you having like a 20 by.
Y'all gotta use them bricks, them cement blocks, and they more
Yeah,
expensive
we can't use wood
because of
anymore.
the hurricanes. Yeah. So that's why the houses in Florida.
That's
are
how
more
houses are built here.
And the insurance, the housing insurance now, like it used to be like a federal like insurance where every country or every state paid into that like national insurance and everybody would get out of it. But since Florida was using it so much, everybody vetoed out of doing that, and now Florida has to pay its own premium out of its own state tax. So now you gotta pay for like hurricane insurance and shit. So like now you gotta pay like I think it's like $90,000 on top of the initial price for buying a house. It's crazy, bro. Like we get like a major hurricane like every 4 to 5 years, bro. Like some crazy shit, like Category 4, Category 5, and Florida's barely above like sea level. It's like 50 feet above sea level. So whenever you get a hurricane, it floods the entire place, and damages the infrastructure. So
That's why I
like,
don't fuck with South Florida, man. I don't see how y'all do it. I don't see how you do it.
it ain't even worth living here for all the benefits that you get.
Yeah, the furthest of the lowest I go in Florida is Orlando. That's
Yeah.
it. I ain't going nowhere lower than that. And I used to live in Boynton Beach, but my girl used to live there at the time. So it wasn't like I bought a house there. That was her house.
I'm familiar with Boynton Beach. That's where Lamar Jackson's from.
That
That's
shit,
up there next to Fort Lauderdale and shit.
that shit blew the motherfucking roof off her fucking house. She had a blue top in my house probably for about 2 years, man, before they fixed the roof because they had problems with the HOA and they didn't want to pay and all. It was just hell, man. She had to fucking short sell the house just to get out of that situation.
It's like 20 or 30 grand to fix your roof. That's crazy as fuck. Most of you motherfuckers over here still don't got their roof fixed. I got a neighbor right now that's doing it by hand and shit because the insurance won't cover it.
Damn.
That's I don't fuck with Florida on that level.
Yeah.
Orlando is it, and that's it. That's the furthest I'll go.
A lot of motherfuckers was pulling scams and shit, so now it's like it fucks it up for everybody.
Oh man, they should have known that. They should have had that shit covered. You're dealing with a state that's diverse, like New York, similar to New York, but y'all diversity is a lot of poor countries. You know, Haiti, Dominican Republic, Cuba. You know, y'all got a lot of poor, immigration there. You know, so they should have known shit was gonna happen like that.
Shit.
Survive, bro. I don't even take that shit personal. Motherfuckers trying to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's all rich. It's all rich like Northerners moving down here and shit. You know,
yeah, but they set. They not the ones doing the scams. Those people are set.
They said.
I moved to Florida. You think I moved there broke? Hell no. I was set. So these people from the north are already set.
I'm saying they raising the value of everything because they know that they can afford it. Not the people who are actually from here, but they can afford it because they already got a house that's paid off in Wisconsin or some shit, and they pay like 30 or 40,000 for the entire house, so they could leave, rent that shit out, go down south, and rent out another house here. So like that's the market they're trying to make. They saying fuck everybody from here. Like
now, when I was down, what I see is people from up north. We got better pensions than the south. We got higher paying jobs. So what they do, they retire. Yeah, the union. They retire and they and whatever they have, they either sell it and they come down there with this large piece of money because they sold a house that they owned or half owned, and they got $400,000-500,000 cash and a pension for $6,000 a month and a lump sum money from their retirement, and they come down there and they buy whatever the fuck they want to buy, and they don't give a fuck what the price is. So now you brought up the value of the property because you just paid $300,000 for a house in an area where the houses were $200,000, $225,000, but you went on to pay the full price that somebody asked for $300,000, and that brings up the value of the neighborhood because they look at how much the houses sold, and when they see that 300, they bring value up. And
that's how much everything was before COVID. Everything around here before COVID, because I live in Sarasota, like an hour away from Sarasota. So I live in Northport, and that's like Southwest Florida, and everything. And this is a quiet little city. It ain't no like big shit. Like motherfuckers just be moving here just to move here. You feel me? It's like people who are from Florida mostly live here. You feel me? But like the average amount of a house was $200,000. Even with a first time homeowners loan or some shit, you could get that. You could get a house like that. But now it's like, bro, you gonna have like with a first time homeowners loan, you at least gotta have like, $5,000 or $10,000 to put down of your own money to pay off closing costs.
That's the closing costs right there. That ain't nothing but the closing costs.
Yeah. So now it's like you gotta have more than that. You gotta have 15 to 20 now because the house.
The closing costs don't have nothing to do with the closing costs don't have nothing to do with your down payment. So you gotta pay the closing cost, which is roughly about $10,000, depending on what type of house you buy. Like $300,000. I bought my house for $300,000. My closing cost alone was $10,000. But it's a good thing I served Uncle Sam, which I don't recommend to certain people, that I got the zero down program. So I ain't had to put nothing down. What my 10,000 to pay my closing costs, and that's it. But
Shit.
understand when you don't put no money down, that makes your mortgage higher.
Yeah.
So if you ain't
It
willing to
raises
pay,
your premium.
yeah. So if you ain't willing to pay $2,500 a month mortgage, your ass better find a down payment.
You want to pay that closing cost because it'll raise
You don't want to.
the
You got to.
interest. The interest. So instead of paying like a 30-year
Ain't nobody
mortgage or some
letting you-
shit,
ain't
you're gonna be paying
no-
that shit for a
Ain't no
minute.
bank letting you not pay closing costs, bro.
Yeah.
Very few banks is no. They can tell you to pay to let the buyer. I mean the seller pay. I mean, if it's 100 banks, one of them probably will let you put your closing costs in. No thing doing that. No thing.
If you gotta refinance too, you gotta pay the closing cost still
How would you
again.
refinance? That's stupid. You give a helo.
Some people get into deals or into a house where it's like, you
no
know,
better.
Yeah.
You can refinance with the company. They should be in your contract. If the rates drop, they allow you to refinance one time with no fees, no penalties. So if you paying 6% and you keep checking their website, you keep checking the rates for the government, and you see that shit drop to 4, you call your bank immediately. Say, I want to use my one-time refinancing because rates are 4%. I'm paying 6. That drops me 2%. I need to do that now. And that's how you save money.
I've been researching all this shit. Right now, I currently don't own a house. I rent. So the average amount of rent is probably like 1,600 to 2,000. The best bet you're gonna find is 1,600. But like the way I live, like I got a 97 Honda. That's what I drive. No car payments, nothing, just insurance. And then I got another vehicle that my girl drive, and that's a brand new car. But shit, we paying that shit off, and we almost got that shit off. But like, motherfuckers wanna have the newest shit, have the nicest shit, and be in debt.
Oh, brother, I worked hard in my motherfucking life. So if I want to buy me a motherfucking Bentley, I'll buy me a motherfucking Bentley.
I'm talking about people my age though.
I
They
don't
don't,
give
they
a
don't got
fuck.
it, so they use credit and
How
shit.
old are you?
Credit
That's me and
cards.
your business. How old are you?
28.
Oh yeah, I already had a fucking 5 Series by a BMW 5 Series way before 28.
Yeah, I was just unlucky. I should have bought a house before COVID, but
I bought a house my first house. I was 30 or 31, and that's because I was waiting. I was just like 29, 30. When I got my job, I was like, man, I don't want no house. I'm too young.
I'm gonna
I have a
move
lot of money just
soon.
to live today. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like nowadays, you gotta just to live like with a partner, you have a lot of money. And Mr. Incredible said he got a girl, so he had to finance his car, his girl car. Then he got to come up with another $1,000 so his girl can go to the Chris Brown meet and greet. And it's just expensive out here.
Chris Brown, who the fuck paying for that shit?
You? You gotta pay that Chris Brown picture, baby.
No, I was on Instagram and that shit popped up, man. I was just playing. I was just fucking around, man.
If I was going to any Chris Brown meeting, yeah, out the house. I don't give a fuck if they getting a picture, an autograph, fucking football. I don't give a fuck. Your ass better get to stepping. See ya.
Nah,
Ain't no way in hell I'm working and you paying to see another.
That's your business. But I seen people in the projects with BMW Mercedes, but they go home in the project. That's when I look at it kind of funny and scratch my head.
Now I had a back when I was young and dumb, probably about like when I was like 23, 24 or some shit. I bought like a charger, like a scat pack. And I fucked around, and I was around COVID I like lost my job, but I got the disability, I got the 2 stimuluses and shit. So I was balling on a budget. I was getting like $700 every 2 weeks for like 7-8 months without working and shit. So I got myself a scat pack and I was driving that shit. And I didn't even realize, like, I don't even like this shit. Like, the car was nice and shit, but he didn't give me, like, in excess of bitches or
That shit
anything
too
like
much
that.
gas. That shit too much
Yeah,
gas.
yeah. And the gas, you gotta have a certain amount of gas.
That's a dude's car. That's not a woman's car. The
I
women
was
will look.
getting like $70. I was getting like $70 worth of gas every 2 or 3 days, bro. Like I was driving like not even like 50 miles or anything like that. Like I was wasting the gas and shit. I'll let them repo that shit.
As
I
soon
don't
as
give
you
a fuck.
start that car, your gas thing. I had one. That's what I'm telling you. As soon as you start the engine, that motherfucker drop a little bit.
But what I did, I got gap insurance with the vehicle from like a credit union because that's the best place to get like
Yeah, well,
loans and shit.
that's if you damage the car. It is totaled, and you're and the insurance say, okay,
No,
well,
I let them take it. I let them
that's
take it
that's
instead
what I'm
of
saying. That's why they make sense because the gap insurance is if you crash, it's an accident or stolen, then they say, okay, well the car you owe 50, but they say the car is only worth 41. Gap
yeah, and they
insurance
wrote
pay
it
that
off.
loan.
They
Yeah.
wrote it off, so I never had that shit in collections. So
Yeah,
I don't owe like
years ago.
$40,000 or $30,000 like all these other motherfuckers do.
Yeah, I tried to ball out one time. You know, I bought 2 cars and shit, and they all both of them was new. I had a 5 Series BMW. Wasn't my first one. This is like my third one, and I went and bought me a fucking Honda because I said I ain't driving this shit every day and run my mileage up. So I went and bought me a brand new Toyota Camry. This is 2002, matter of fact. Man, them motherfucking payments started kicking my ass. I was like, y'all come get this Toyota.
Yeah,
That shit.
I was like, this
They wrote
fucking
it
up
off,
the way I
though. So it
live.
never was on my credit. It was on my credit for about 6 months. And I wrote the credit bureau. I was like, yo, they wrote this off. This shouldn't be on my credit no more. And that shit was taken off. I was shocked.
I did that with like health shit because I ain't had no insurance. So a couple times I went to the hospital. Like my 21st birthday, I went drinking the whole fucking night, and my girl bought me like a bouquet, but a bouquet of different like alcohol. Like I had Hennessy in that bitch. I had Fireball in that bitch. I had like fucking Julio in that bitch, and I just went crazy, bro.
Now I know why you stayed away from vodka.
Yeah, so
Boxing and that shit don't mix.
I got alcohol poisoning. They had to call the hospital. I was throwing up in that bitch. And the ambulance, the EMT was like, "You want to go in the ambulance?" I was like, "Fuck no! Y'all motherfuckers gonna charge me $2,000 to go in there." And I started throwing up. But I was like, "Just take me."
Motherfucking day.
Yeah.
I don't even know what alcohol tastes like, bro. Thanks to boxing. Even when I stopped, I wasn't even interested in nothing. Now you drink it, don't? No, I'm good. Go out, I have my fun different. Everybody drink. Yo, come on, take a drink. No, I'm good. Never needed it.
I just ended up drinking from being a product of my environment type shit. Like I grew up in a single parent home, and in Miami, like everybody, it's a big city, but like you know how New York is, where in a block it's a community and everybody know everybody. That's the same shit for Miami. Like in a little small like area, district, whatever you want to call it, everybody know everybody. So like we used to go out to parties and shit all the time, every weekend, and I used to just smoke and drink all the time, and like it just was normal to me. You feel me? Until I like moved up to North Florida, where you know all the YT people live, and people don't really live like that up here. It's like more country and shit, so ain't really much to do. So like,
they just drink and smoke to themselves.
yeah, so like to me, and I ain't really got that many friends.
They just do it to themselves. Like, all right, it's our yard. Man. We ain't inviting anybody over here. We got our own shit. Matter of fact, they grow it in their yard.
Yeah.
My wife used to grow that shit in Jamaica in her yard before it was legal. Now that shit legal, so it's like everybody and their mother got a plant now.
It's like the world's changing and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Everybody gonna be high sooner or later.
I mean, in my mind, I'm still a boxer.
They gonna have so many people getting high. No, you gonna catch a contact high just walking outside.
I'm just, Nope, I don't need it. Never did, never will. I don't have no love for it. No urge for it, no nothing. I just don't have nothing for it. It's nothing I want.
My thing
Y'all
is,
think if I get big enough in boxing, I could do that $1,000 meet and greet?
yeah.
If the girls see that you sexy as Chris Brown, maybe you can.
Oh yeah. Gotta do that Chris Brown shit and dance on him or some shit.
That's what it is. Chris is a singer. See what it is? You could make as much money as you possibly can. You will never get the attention that a singer gets.
Right.
That's just
I'm gonna drop that R&B album. Probably heard.
Yo, it's just something with singers, bro. Eddie Murphy said it the best. You sing, you gonna get you some pussy. That shit. Man, I used to be in the mirror when I was young, trying to sing, trying to work them vocal cords. That shit just never worked. It just never worked. Me and my brother was just like, he's just doing the same shit. We're like, yo, bro, this shit just ain't gonna work for us, man. I've had to tell that motherfucker, yo, you can't sing, bro. Spending all your money in the studio. Don't do that shit. You can't sing, man. Yes, I could. No, you can't. You howling, but you ain't singing. Yeah.
Shit, Chris was supposed to be the next Michael Jackson.
Nah.
People always say that. If he was really like Mike, because remember, Mike had allegations of kids and stuff. And that shit ain't even stop him. So if he was really supposed to be the next Mike, he'd be able to whoop not only Rihanna ass, but he'd be able to whoop a couple other bitches ass and still would have been.
I'm not saying he was going to be.
I'm just saying though.
Ain't no other Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is the biggest artist, like music wise,
I'm just saying.
ever.
I'm just saying the Rihanna thing didn't even slow his career down. Like if you really are, that damn great and magnetic and stuff, there's nothing that you could do that could stop you from reaching your heights, because people ain't gonna fuck with you so much they're not gonna care what you do outside of making music. That's just how it goes.
My thing is, Michael Jackson was a household name to the world.
Yeah.
There's people in America that don't know who Chris Brown is. Not too many.
Yeah, you're right, but he been doing it for.
Brown is.
He been doing it as a kid because he started off with Jackson 5.
Yeah, okay.
He been doing it. Go ahead.
Nah, I thought you was talking about Chris was doing it, but I was getting ready to say, well, Mike shit been doing it since he was 6 years old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mike was. We already knew Mike was the most talented out of the Jackson 5 from the beginning, because I watched all the documentaries and shit. Like they was doing it for 15 years. And then Mike split off and did his own thing. I wasn't even around
at the beginning. How the hell was you around?
Huh?
Yeah, I wasn't even around. I wasn't around. MJ. You said we knew he was going to be.
Don, because you did say, Don, didn't you say you watched Sugar Ray Live?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I mean, like, I used to watch all the documentaries, like all of them, all the ones on BET and shit. I used to watch all the movies, even the shitty ones where they had the Flex Alexander like impersonation of Michael Jackson, like all of them, like all the Michael Jackson shit.
I remember the Jackson 5 cartoon.
Yeah, like
Saturday morning to watch that. Yeah, love Michael Jackson, boy. But he was already a big ass teenager, damn near man. He was like 20-something years old by the time. That shit, Mike's way older than me. Shit.
But like when he was young, everybody knew that he was already the best. Yeah, everybody knew he was better than them.
Yeah, all of them. Best brother. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's why he was the lead singer.
At first, I heard it was him and Tito competing, and then Mike just
no. It was never no competition. But look, Jermaine got some good ass songs though. I ain't gonna lie. That one song is "Do What You Do to Me." That motherfucker is a banger.
Yeah, it was Jermaine, not Tito. So that's why he left the group and they put Randy in. Randy was the youngest brother. Jermaine left because he was like, I sing just as good as Mike and y'all not giving me a chance. So he broke out.
Well, yeah, he ain't singing just as good as Mike, but
nobody sing as good as Mike.
And he made a good ass some good songs, yo. Jermaine actually made some good songs, like words like that. Like if Jermaine wasn't related to Michael, he'd been more popular.
Yeah.
They had stories where Mike used to come back to his like hometown. I think it was Gary, Indiana, or some shit like
Yeah.
that.
Uh-huh.
Somewhere in Indiana, and the whole town would stop, and everybody would just run into his like limousine and shit, and just crowd that
They
shit.
had nothing else. Only other thing they had was Larry Bird.
Yeah, you
And
right.
then the one dude said that Mike started throwing out chicken at him.
Yeah. Mike went to KFC and ordered the whole
Oh yeah,
restaurant,
yeah. I seen that. Yeah. Oh,
and he started
yeah.
feeding everybody out there. Like they loved him. Like,
Yeah, of course they love Michael Jackson. Who don't know who didn't? Until
yeah,
now,
but a lot of people say that he was a king, but that motherfucker was really a king. Like China, Japan, England, he could go anywhere and they would recognize him and they would know him and they would swarm him. There's only a handful of people in the world who got that kind of like
Michael Jackson
power.
bodyguards wasn't let you get nowhere near him.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, he was yeah.
We don't even got nobody, not right now in this current time or even earlier, that's close to him.
What he did,
Nobody.
he gathered all those dancers, Jackie Wilson, James Brown, he gathered all their shit together, plus his own little shit, and made it popular. More popular.
Like, shit. I was watching, like, We Are the World, like that little song where they were practicing and shit. Michael Jackson was giving them all side eye because they couldn't fucking sing and shit. He's like, I shouldn't even be in the room with these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers cannot sing.
You see, Prince told them niggas no.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Prince said, "You ain't gonna have me looking like I'm some shit."
Prince was just a different dude.
Man. But you know what though? Mike did great and Stevie Wonder did great. Like Stevie Wonder had some of his best vocals on that damn song.
Yeah, well, Steve could sing.
Yeah.
They're cousins.
But I'm just saying, like, man, the song itself is trash.
Oh yeah.
The interview, there's an interview with I don't know if it's Janet Jackson or LaToya Jackson saying that they related to Stevie Wonder through their mother's side or some shit. So it must be something in the blood or some shit.
They ain't related to no damn Stevie Wonder.
I ain't never heard that one.
I'm about to look that shit up and bring it up.
Michael Jackson could sing, but he actually had a limited vocal range.
Yeah, he wasn't that
But the
good.
fact that he could dance so fucking good, and his best 3 albums was produced by Quincy Jones, a motherfucker that could play any instrument, a motherfucker that wrote so much music for the music industry. That's what really made him a force. It was like Tom Brady and Bill Belichick and shit. Like them first 3 albums, the Thriller, the Bad, and then the what was the other joint? Was it the Off the Wall? I think he produced the Off the Wall too. All of those were produced by Quincy Jones, and those were Mike's best albums. That's what he really took over everything. All of Mike other shit when he was older, he was producing them himself. So you still saw the greatness, but it wasn't like damn.
Yeah, but that motherfucker was, you know,
I know
popping off
right
since
now.
the
He had a
70s.
couple of hip hop songs. He made beats for I forgot that girl, Lady Gaga. This dude is talented. You could throw an instrument that he never seen, and that motherfucker figured out within an hour. Dude could play any instrument, but he's a fucking drunk and a C-head. Not CRA, but CO.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to say, you got a little bit too much money for that CR.
Nah, CO. But he drink too. He's an alcoholic and that CO. And he made a very popular rap song. He made all the beats. I forgot that I can't because it's like a ladies type of shake they butt type of song. So I don't really know it, but I heard it before. And he made that shit. And that shit went like triple platinum. But he sold his rights for quick money because you know when you on that stuff you just want quick money.
And back then, it was harder to go platinum. Ain't no social media.
This ain't that old though. This song is probably 15, 20. He wrote for he did one of what's that Andre 3000 song. He did some beats on Andre 3000 album, not this last one. For his first solo album.
That had to be early 2000s.
Yeah, he wrote beat for Lady Gaga too.
I'm saying like even back then, like all the artists around 90s, early 2000s, even before, like to get a platinum album was like, motherfucker, you gotta be talented. You can't just go on the internet or go on social media and do some goofy ass shit or do a couple interviews and then all these
I don't
teenagers.
know, because I know a lot of people that went platinum were garbage. Garbage.
Yeah, platinum was never about necessarily talented. This is how that industry works. If you got talent, then you have a chance to become a legend because you have the exposure. If you don't have talent, you still have a chance to make it to the charts and get an award depending on what you're willing to do behind the scenes. But all of them have to do shit behind the scenes that is unseemly, like stuff that you know you shouldn't be doing. But you can be not talented, but because you're still getting so much exposure and you have people that will talk good about you, they can hypnotize the public into making the public think that you're actually talented. Now, nowadays, you got motherfuckers where as though only kids, like a Sexy Red, only a motherfucking child would think that she got some type of talent. But even the adults are saying, oh no, this bitch is trash.
Yeah. Yeah, but they...
Even with all the exposure she get, they try to partner her up with Drake, and that shit still ain't working.
They'll buy the records for you. They'll buy a certain amount of units to make you go platinum.
Yeah.
If you sell 700,000, they'll buy 300,000 just so you can go platinum.
Yep, and just so they can say you sold X amount in a certain amount of time.
And that makes people want to buy. Oh shit, he's
You know they bought them motherfuckers.
Let me go buy that shit. So when they buy that 300, somebody wound up buying 300 after that anyway because they heard you went platinum. So they want to know why they go buy the fucking album. So it was all a game. All a game. I've known people to sell 3 million records, and they stay living broke as fuck. They got to survive off of old school shows and shit like that.
Yeah, because they ran through the little bit of money. They think the money gonna be coming in forever.
No, they got robbed.
Oh yeah. Oh, they didn't get paid.
Yeah, they got robbed. Everything is you owe this. You sell $3-4 million. You think you're getting a check? No, you owe this. They make you pay for it. Even though they benefit from you selling albums, everything they pay for, they make you pay 100% for it. They take money off of you. That's how they steal. And Rob Bass, he signed a dumbass contract that he gave all the money to his damn manager. So when he took the manager to court, the judge was like, "You signed it. It's nothing I could do. You signed the contract. Did you get a lawyer for this, or you just signed it?" He signed everything over to the fucking lawyer. I mean, to the manager.
Dang.
Like
It's
the
like a
manager was
360
rapping.
dude.
Like the manager pays him. He rapping. All the money goes to the manager, and the manager pays him. So the money that the manager gave him, that's what I paid you. So out of double platinum, It Takes Two went for double platinum. Joy and Pain went double platinum, and I think Rob probably made $200,000. And Skip, Easy Rock, God bless his dad, he ain't make a penny. Yeah,
That's
so Rob just bought a house in New Jersey, and he do old school shows. That's it.
That's how these contracts be set up. They give you like $1 million or $2 million, maybe 3 up front. You live off that, but you got to pay the label back.
They want every dime back.
With interest, they'll give you like 10% interest, and then like
making money
you only
off
get pennies on the dollar for every record you sell or every stream.
It don't take two to rob a motherfucker. Shit.
It take years for you to pay that.
I guess it don't take two to rob a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, motherfuckers. Teddy Riley was getting motherfuckers too. Ted had to leave New York because, the paid in full dudes gave him the money to start the record company. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Without me saying names. Paid the dudes for paid in full. They gave him the money. Rich, it was really rich. Gave him the money to start that fucking, what's the guy and all of that shit. And, he started getting extorted by this little big head dude that's dead now. But he had to get the hell out of New York. Almost similar to Mason. Teddy Riley had to get up out of there and move to Virginia.
The boonies.
Yeah, this dude named Scott was putting the pressure on him, man.
Witness protection type shit.
Scott was a KILLER to the max. I hated that dude. Yo, I couldn't stand that big head mother effer. Yo, then when he got unalived, everybody, yo, you heard Scott got, what the fuck you telling me for? Fuck I care. You know this motherfucker robbed me? Oh, word dog? I ain't know that. Yeah, he robbed me. I mean, the gun he had robbed me, not him. The pew he had robbed me. If he ain't had that, I would beat the fucking brakes off of him. But I ain't stupid. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no dummy. So I ain't gonna stand there and try to fight a man with a pew in his hand. Ain't nobody that dumb. Especially when I know he gonna pull that trigger. So
I don't know. I know some dumb motherfuckers with
Y'all know Jared Hurd fought 2 days ago?
who?
Jared Hurd.
Oh, nah.
No.
I don't think nobody interested in him.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, ain't it? Him and the Charlos, they could have made each other so much money.
I said
Charlo's
that shit.
had
I was
many
like, why the
opportunities.
fuck did Hurd and Charlo? Well, I guess because Hurd lost that fight. Who he lost to? He lost. Shit, I seen that fight too. I can't remember who he lost to. Wasn't it the dude from Philly? He lost to somebody.
Let's see, I'm ready to check right now, man.
If it wasn't the dude
Charlo's
from
had
Philly,
so
if it wasn't Williams, I know it wasn't. I know it wasn't Manguila, or whatever his fucking name is. Manguila or whatever the hell. But I think it was Williams he lost to. And then
Charlo
Yeah,
had
Williams.
so
Williams.
many opportunities.
Yeah,
Williams.
yeah. And then Charlo came and banged his head off. See, he's supposed to have beat Williams.
Hold
and
on,
then
no. The big Charlo beat Williams, right? Whatchamacallit could have fought the little Charlo before he even fought Williams, and they could have made a bunch way more money.
He fought Jack.
But listen, once he fought Laura, remember he beats Laura. Laura's respected, right? And that was it said that was for the IBF and the IBO.
Yeah, he was too big
So
for
you
that.
just beat Laura. Now you go fight Jermell Charlo, and you know Jermell gonna talk a bunch of shit. People gonna be interested. You got two brothers. They can fight. They look the part. They would have
Them
made way
motherfuckers.
more money
Them
in a trilogy.
My motherfuckers have lost so many bags. It's fucking crazy. I don't
Yeah.
really know. Bro, them motherfuckers could have been a
All
half
these
year.
other names, he fights Francisco Santana. Who the fuck is that? I watched the Arias fight. We lost to Luis Arias. And Arias just fought him with a nice sloppy, stay in front of you. I worked harder than you fight. I never forget that fight. And the Resendez fight was like the end of his career. Damn, they fought to a draw yesterday? Well, Jason Rosario. Man, but yeah, Hurd fucked up. He should have fought Charlo or even Demetrius Andre. They could have. A lot of the black fighters don't understand. Y'all are bringing all of the energy. So when y'all get together to fight, y'all got to talk a bunch of shit, make a bunch of money, fight good, do a rematch. Oh, the rematch is good, do a trilogy. You done made $30 million in 3 fights.
These dudes don't be built like that. Charlo, I believe, yeah, he probably wanted that because I heard Charlo mention a lot of people. I don't remember which one because, you know, they look alike. But I remember them screening up a couple of names. I don't know.
The little one is the one that Hurd should have fought because Hurd, for him to be that big, he never really believed in his ability. Because, motherfucker, you supposed to bench jump to 160. If you can't get a fight at 154 and you 6'1" or 6'2" and you know what I mean, fighting at 54, you supposed to be at 160.
Yeah, I always said he should have went to one. So he should have been a 2-division champ, not a 2-division. No.
What do you know?
Motherfuckers, you know how these motherfuckers be moving.
We know the sport ain't the same, bro. So we got to deal with what we have.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers ain't hungry that much, but they're getting paid so much more.
He fought his last fight at, he fought his last fight at super middleweight.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no way he would have been able to make 154, man. That motherfucker.
Oh, I know he's been left that. Yeah. But being a
That's
former
why he
champ,
went to 160. He didn't even try to make 160. They fought at super middle. Damn.
you would think
Maybe
being a former champ, he would have got a middleweight title shot or something.
Yeah.
But he didn't even get that. Yeah, he went and got married, and now that woman like, hey, where's the money? I gotta go get it, baby.
Yeah.
He ain't make no big money in boxing.
Fuck that, marriage. These dudes.
He ain't make no money in the sport, so.
They be trying to chase that legacy shit first, and then the money last.
Shit, you gotta be out your damn mind. That shit gonna come together. Ain't no
Yeah,
way in
you
the world no
get
man
both. You get
busting out,
both. When
beat
you
me at
fight
the
the
lightweight.
legacy fights, like believe it or not, Ryan Garcia and Tank, that was actually a legacy fight for Tank. And look at the interest that it had. And people, you won't look at Ryan's career and be like, oh, he was one of the great fighters. But you look at Ryan's career and say that he was an impactful fighter for the era. So that was a fight that needed to happen.
Yeah.
And that's a fight that people are going to remember. Now another fight that needs to happen is Tank and Shakur. Legacy. Once you bring the legacy fights, the money is going to be there. It's going to be there. That's what you're talking about, two brothers. But yeah, Jared Hurd, they moved wrong. Hey, Boots, I don't know if you out there, but I'm going to go to 54, fight a couple bums, and then we're going to make some money. Because I ain't trying to get in here fighting these fucking no names, but I already know the game. The biggest selling fights ever before Floyd, Ali and Frazier, two brothers. You talk that talk, you walk that walk. Everybody gonna build around, and that's just how it's gonna go. You don't sit around scared of another dude, bro. Somebody was scared when it came to Jared Hurd and the Charlos, cause how the fuck y'all ain't fight? And Hurd, he was building a buzz, and Charles already had a pretty good buzz. Plus they had the Texas fans backing them. How didn't y'all fight? How didn't none of them fight Demetrius Andre? All these dudes walked away with no money except for Charlo because he happened to be just bad enough for Canelo to jump in the ring with him. Everybody else ain't walk away with no money.
Yeah, he made real money with Canelo, but him and the brothers, I know he did. He made a little cash, but Canelo put him over there.
Yeah.
Canelo changing these, not Charlo. Charlo, I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but Canelo's changing these tomato cans lives.
One of them got robbed. One of them got robbed for their chain in New York, and tried to act like they lost it.
Berlanga?
No, Charlos. One of the Charlos got robbed in New York and act like they lost the chain. Yeah, you lost it to somebody's hands.
They train in New York?
No, he was in New York. New York, you don't have to train in New York to be in New York. People want to go to New York shopping, entertainment, party life. Ain't no, maybe LA might, but ain't no party world like New York. Not even you think Atlanta is, but Atlanta can't touch New York. LA. I ain't never been to the party life in LA. I only been to LA once.
I was about to say, because I'd be like, I usually see them boys in like Texas and shit, because that's where they train out. But you know, I ain't never know if they was training over there or some shit, and they just happened to be there. And they
you got Barclays. I mean, him and Danny Jacobs had the argument in New York.
Like you said, like if you're worth that much money and you that famous, like how you getting in them situations is my thought.
Because they go on the parties. See, I don't know about Miami. I thought Miami was like this. I only been to Miami a few times. But in New York, they don't cherish no motherfucking superstar. Niggas is not groupies in New York. We don't look at. I always tell the people this. When Michael Jackson was living, if he'd have walked down 125th Street, niggas just been like, yo, what up, Mike? Kept moving. There'd probably been some girls that ran. The dudes, we don't.
That's real talk.
We don't do that, bro. So when Charlo in the club, he might be gritting his teeth, making his jaws pop out like people loving. Nobody gonna give a fuck about that dude. They see that chain, they just take that nigga ain't from here. Take that shit, Mike.
I mean, in Miami, there's grimy motherfuckers in Miami, but it's I'll agree it's way more superficial than like New York. Like if you go in South Beach, motherfuckers ain't gonna like try to rob you because too many police and shit.
Motherfuckers would rob LeBron. If LeBron would have played with the Knicks, he'd have had to have his bodyguards armed with him 24/7.
But in Miami, it's certain parts like you just know that you can be in and you can't be in. Like if you get robbed, then you're just stupid as fuck and you had no business being.
Nah, the person that robbed you is stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
Let's keep it 100. I ain't glorifying that dumb shit. I'm just telling you what it is. And it is what it is, bro. I mean, nobody gonna give a fuck who you are.
Like, if I got money, I ain't risking myself in no situation on no shady ass shit that don't got no security guards and ain't on the up and shit. Like, I ain't got no business being there.
They tried to get, look at the video of Floyd Mayweather was in New York on 125th Street going to the jewelry store. They tried to get that motherfucker with them 2 7-foot bodyguards he had. They didn't give a fuck. Damn. Google that shit. Yeah, Google it. He was on 125th Street buying some jewelry. He had them 2 big giants with him. And it didn't matter, bro. It didn't matter. They ain't get him, but they tried.
Motherfuckers hungry.
Nah, that's starving. You got 2 Shaq Diesels with you and you still gonna try? Yeah, you starving.
Yeah. Yeah.
In Miami, it's more.
So when I seen that shit, I was like, them niggas ain't had no hammers. Because if they had hammers, them 2
What
Shaq
Denzel say? That brother starving.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers.
Nigga say, I'm gonna leave it with something.
That's a come up. Getting some Floyd Mayweather jewelry, that's a come up, bro.
Yeah, you can make a video about it and all that. And go viral.
Shit.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing he win is less than 150,000. Nothing.
But it's self-snitching though. That's the thing with niggas. Like, they just love to snitch on themselves.
Because of the clout, it's worth even more than the jewelry. Like, for the rest of your life, oh, yo, I stole Floyd Mayweather chain. You might get some pussy off of that. You might get local respect wherever you go.
You gonna get the TK 55 years.
yeah, that's still stupid as fuck.
Yeah, it's self-snitching and make a video about it and shit. I did the race. Nah, nigga, we know exactly where you at.
Motherfuckers ain't got no brains. Just sell that shit, get your money, and keep it moving.
Yo. People make
I'm not honoring that shit or glorifying that shit, but like, motherfucker, you ain't got no brain cells if you over here posting that shit and everything. That means you ain't got no brains.
Posting something you did or something you did illegal.
I understand they do it for the clout, man. It's not about being smart and getting away. You want people to know that you did it. That way you get mythologized.
That's why, no disrespect, but that's why the hood is filled with dumb motherfuckers who ain't never going nowhere.
That's
Yo,
true.
just imagine you got Hakeem and Shaq in the paint and John Morant still try to go in there and dunk. Like, that's really what they try to do. Like, that shit getting
You
sent.
know, John really would do that shit though. That's why he.
Yeah, I know,
always
he
did it.
would. I know, he a crash out. He just like him. Like, you know, he the basketball version of a crash out.
Yeah. Ja really, he always injured because no matter, he never see a dunk that he don't like. He don't give a fuck if the man 7 foot tall, they got to step on him and all that. He'll still try to dunk on him and throw his whole body in the air out of control. Next thing you know, he's out for 6 months.
That's why I said he ain't gonna last long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Derrick Rose. That motherfucker used to smash that shit into the fucking hoop.
Leap in that high and you don't have to.
Yeah, child worse.
You know what the problem is? Isaiah Thomas had the athleticism of these guys. But Isaiah Thomas, he didn't try to just dunk on motherfuckers all day. Like, he used his shit to get people open, to cross people up, get open shots. D Rose them act like they there like they 6'6", bro.
K. He didn't have that. Isaiah didn't have
He
that.
couldn't jump like D Rose, but I'm saying Isaiah Thomas knew his limitations. He couldn't jump like them, but he could jump. And he had no problem dunking. But he also didn't try to flail his damn body in the air and make like he's Jordan. If you 6 foot tall, you better off just dunking when you open, or maybe every once in a while dunk with somebody. They try to dunk every game 3-4 times like they're 6'6". That shit ain't going to work.
That's because they got that 6'6" bounce.
Yeah.
That's a problem because
they don't have any
the shorter
IQ.
you are, when you get up that high, the further you got to come down and the more damage on your knees.
Allen
Somebody
Iverson
is 6'6", they
could
don't
jump out
cut
the
that.
fucking. AI could jump out the gym. That motherfucker used to be chilling. Every once in a while, he'll show you I could jump too. But you don't want to be flailing your whole body around. You only six foot tall.
Yeah,
He got to a point where he completely stopped dunking.
Every point guard who got that kind of,
Yeah, he just stopped dunking.
There's no way you can keep coming down like
if you're
that.
older, you lost a little bit of bounce. But number two, if you don't got crazy bounce and you're already shorter, you lost bounce. That means it's gonna be hard for you to get up, hard for you to get down. Injury
every
waiting to
point
happen.
guard who got that athleticism always end up injured for life. Every potential like superstar, like we talking about Lonzo.
No discipline.
God forbid, but Ja
Lonzo ain't
Morant
had
been
that
injured for the past 2 years.
He don't have that athleticism.
Huh?
Lonzo don't have the athleticism with Johnson.
No.
Nah, he did, bro. Yes, he did, bro.
Lonzo was like that.
Lonzo did not have Ja Morant and D Rose athleticism at all.
Bro,
Oh, no, not that level, but he's definitely was like getting up there, cocking that motherfucker back, though.
He was
Yeah.
Lonzo was tall, bro. He's tall.
Lonzo Ball, yeah.
Oh no,
He was cocking that motherfucker back.
Yes,
tall.
he was dunking. He was dunking.
yo, but Alonzo Ball is damn near 6'5".
Thank you.
He's 6'6",
Thank you.
Yeah, he is tall. Yeah, you right.
He's not that athletic compared to them dudes.
Yeah,
in fact, if Lonzo was a better natural athlete, he wouldn't be getting injured like that.
I think it was all the workouts he started.
Only what other one would be what's his name? The little dark skinned dude. God damn, I can't think of his name right now. Shit, he was athletic like them. Ah, fuck, I can't get his name right now. But you know what I'm talking about. I can't get his name. And then the little dude Nate Robinson was athletic like that, but he wasn't as nice as them. But
You talking about Baron Davis?
Baron Davis.
Baron Davis, that motherfucker was a freak.
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy. People don't even really talk about him like that. He'd dunk on anybody. But you know, he was 6'3" though. He was like 6'3" though.
He was 6'3". He looked shorter than that.
That's because he was wide. So it made him look short.
He looked stubby as shit on the Knicks or the Nuggets. I mean.
Then you had little midget ass Spud Webb.
Yeah, Baron Davis.
Oh yeah,
he was 6'3", man. He was 6'3".
Damn.
That's why he was dunking on motherfuckers like that.
He was strong. He's very quick, agile.
They said it was the way that
remind me of remember that damn it was a cornerback. I don't know if it's not Champ Bailey. It might be Champ, but no. I think Terrence. You remember Terrence Newman?
Yeah, for the Chicago Bears.
No, I'm talking about football now.
The Bears, yeah. He played for the Bears.
He played corner.
Yeah.
I'm even talking about him with Champ. I'm talking about him or Champ Bailey, but it be the motherfuckers it be the motherfuckers who be in the league, but they don't got a big name, but they one of the best.
Akeem Talib. That's what you're talking about. Akeem Talib.
I'm talking about Akeem Talib, not that motherfucker. No, I'm talking about Champ Bailey.
But y'all do know Ja Morant is 6'2", right? Y'all do know that, right?
Champ Bailey was fast as fuck. He was like
exactly. Champ Bailey was just quietly one of the most athletic motherfuckers in the league, and then he was big as shit too.
But I'm saying y'all said Baron Davis was 6'3", but y'all do know Ja Morant 6'2".
I thought Ja Morant was like 6'1". I didn't know he was 6'2".
No, he's 6'2". He only 1 inch shorter than Davis.
But that means Ja really his height's a little bit overrated. Him being 6'2", he should finish a lot more of those dunks.
6'3" and 6'2" is small,
he be up there, bro. He be really up there.
He's not that good of a finisher though. Like a lot of his shit when he jump up there like that, it be incomplete and he gets stuffed and shit.
You see where he be jumping from though? It'd be like you're not even supposed to attempt that. That's why he don't be finishing it.
Derrick Rose finished them dunks, bro.
He was
not from where Ja doing it, bro. Ja be doing some outrageous shit.
You tripping. And Westbrook too, but Westbrook taller.
Westbrook, yeah, he like 6'5".
D-Rose and Westbrook they're better finishers than Ja.
Derrick Rose's problem was that the way he landed.
He
landed on the balls of his feet. He landed flat-footed, so all the energy that he landed down with went up through the bottom of his feet to his knees, and they fucked his knees up. That's how you tear your ACLs.
No, somebody should have taught him. You don't have to dunk everything, bro. Just lay that shit up. You see
that?
Just lay the fucking ball up.
Because Jordan is 6'6", bro. Michael Jordan, when he first came to the league, was dunking everything. Once he started getting closer to 30 and all of that motherfucker will give you the best layup packages you'd ever seen.
But I'm saying, like, motherfuckers
beautiful. When you could jump that high, you could double pump in the air, all type of shit.
Yeah, like motherfuckers were looking at Derrick Rose, and they was like this motherfucker's a unicorn. I've never seen some shit like this before. What the fuck do I do with this? Like, I don't even know. Like, he's just winning off pure athleticism. Like, that motherfucker was so talented. The youngest MVP ever in the history of basketball. Like, 23, fucking whooping everybody's ass and going
even after the first 2 surgeries when he came back, he was still quick as a bitch. He could jump, but then after that last one, he was done. Like all of that athleticism was really gone. He was still quick though. Still quick.
They was whooping the Heat. When LeBron was on the Heat, they wasn't winning. They was whooping their ass with just him.
I don't think we never seen nothing like Derrick Rose. To be honest with you. Because Westbrook was never as skilled as Derrick with the hops.
Oh, nah,
He could jump and all that, but Derrick Rose had more skill and he had better shooting touch.
Yeah, he was more. Yeah, he had. It was more
like
spectacular.
An actual basketball player. Like he was actually a basketball player that happened to be a freak athlete. Westbrook is a freak athlete that happened to play basketball.
Real talk. That's a good way to put it.
Plus, he played with KD, so it mitigated a lot of the things that he did. Like it was just Derrick Rose on that team by himself, lifting that bitch up.
Yeah,
offensively by himself, because he had the best defense in the league.
Because we can't just toss around KD. KD is one of the best offensive players in history.
Yeah. And they was trying to run the offense through Westbrook like they ain't have KD. Bro, if KD had the media behind him like LeBron, they would allow KD to do a lot of the shit they allow LeBron to do. Like, LeBron hit a game winner and stepped out of bounds. KD hit a game winner and had his foot on the line, and they called it a 2-point. If that was LeBron, they would have called it a 3-point, stop showing the replay, and everybody just go home.
You talking about the Wizard shot?
Yeah.
Yeah. That shot was crazy though, so yeah, I can see why they let that shit slide. But they should have let that. They should have let the nuts. They should have let the nut shit slide then. You know what I'm saying?
They should have let the shit slide with KD, but they don't fuck with him.
KD would never get that reputation because LeBron was a phenom coming out of fucking high school.
Yeah, yep.
Totally different than KD. KD was no recognized.
But it's not just about what you did in high school. It's just the fact that LeBron makes them so much money.
For years, they bring that shit from high school, college, for years.
But I'm saying, the money don't like a lot of players that come from high school. Remember, Paul Pierce and them come from high school and shit. But
yeah, but he ain't had no reputation. Paul Pierce ain't.
No, I'm saying even Kevin Garnett, Kevin Garnett did have a reputation. But what I'm saying is LeBron just makes them a bunch of money. Like LeBron is something about LeBron with motherfuckers want to watch it. That's why the NBA always got his back.
Yeah,
you can't compare them other. I know you're trying to make it seem like it's biased, but it's not. LeBron is superior to all these dudes.
No, LeBron. Don't get me wrong. LeBron is a great basketball player, but I don't even know if he's really better than Stephen Curry.
Bro,
he's better than Steph.
LeBron took a whole bunch of bombs to the
yeah, for real, bro.
Between LeBron and Steph Curry, you picking Steph Curry over LeBron?
Yeah, no, bro, no.
I mean, Steph Curry, what he does, he's actually been able to be more successful than LeBron. LeBron
he had a better team.
He had better teams. Whenever Steph had a bad team, they sucked.
Y'all say that, but at the end of the day, Klay Thompson is a great utility man. The Warriors wasn't shit. The Warriors wasn't shit before Steph Curry, and they're not gonna be shit after Steph Curry. You can say the same thing about any team that LeBron is on. Steph Curry has been just as impactful as LeBron. Steph Curry been just as impactful as LeBron, and Steph Curry changed the way that people play basketball. But Steph don't got the same light that LeBron got. It's something about LeBron with motherfuckers. They just want to root for him.
No.
Yo, my thing is when Klay was hurt, bro, the Warriors was trash.
When he was first on Cleveland, he had a bunch of fucking spare parts, janitors, plumbers. He had the center.
I gassed it a little bit, but I get it.
Ilgauskas, and he had Carlos Boozer. And he was like 25 or 26, and he went to the finals with them fucking bombs.
They wasn't bombs, bro. I ain't gonna like they be gassing. They be gassed a little bit.
Everybody was you ain't got too many high school three-time All-Americans. You don't have no high school players that motherfucker said drop out of high school and come turn pro. You don't have that. LeBron had all that. He's a three-time All-American, and they asked him to drop out of high school. Come on, bro.
The only other person has been that since
Bobby Brown came out of high school, though.
None of them niggas was better than LeBron.
I ain't gonna put too much shit on the high school, but this is all I'm saying.
Because that's where you come from.
LeBron James has had the league working through him because when he doesn't show up, they don't make money. That's why they've been trying to force him to be in the playoffs last year. Literally, when he don't play, the playoff ratings drop so much because he has a star power to him. It's not even about who the best on the court.
You're not a star because your name is LeBron James.
KJ, when Klay was hurt, the Warriors was a lottery team, bro. That's how they got.
Guess what? When the Stephen Curry last chip, Klay Thompson wasn't doing shit in the playoffs.
That's Cat.
Steph was out there with a bunch of okay players to the point where they were triple teaming Steph. They knew they had to triple team Steph, and Steph Curry was still able to win. The last chip that the Golden State won.
Bum ass fucking Boston Celtics.
Bro, they did not triple team him, bro. They literally couldn't.
The same bum ass Boston Celtics that took LeBron to 7 games. The same bum ass Boston Celtics that took LeBron to 7 games as neophyte.
Hold on, bro. The Celtics been a title contender for the last 6 years, bro. They not bums. They just won the champ.
I'm talking about the Celtics that beat Cleveland. Wasn't the same Celtics.
Oh, they didn't beat Cleveland. They took LeBron to 7.
No, they
he's talking about in 2018. He's talking about 2018.
Before that.
Oh, huh?
You talking about when Jason Tatum was a rookie?
No, I'm talking about Kevin Garnett and them. I ain't talking
about them, Don.
Yeah, he's talking about Jason Tatum and them at 2018. Yeah.
LeBron, they never had
the Celtics that Stephen Curry. The Celtics that Stephen Curry people, they was triple teaming that motherfucker. Because all of his right shit, Clay wasn't doing shit and he had nobody else. And Curry still was able to win the chip.
Bro, Clay played well in that whole playoffs, bro. He wouldn't have got there without Clay.
Durant. That's all it was. Durant. Had Durant stayed his ass in fucking OKC, LeBron would have 2 more rings. He'd have 6.
Hold up. Let's take it all the way back, though. At first, Golden State come out of nowhere, right, with the 3-point shit, and they beat LeBron, but it was injuries, right? It was injuries because I remember Kyrie was injured and Love was injured, right?
Yeah. Right.
All right, and then I think Golden State won it again, though. Because they won 2.
They came back the next year and lost 2016.
Oh, they lost the 3-1 lead, right?
Yeah, that's 2016. 2017, they got KD.
Yeah, so the reason why LeBron won that shit is because the refs. And that's what I say about the star power in the NBA.
Oh, stop it, man.
Hold on.
So the reason why Steph won.
Yo, the refs is why Kyrie and LeBron went scored 82 points.
LeBron should have his 6 rings then. Come on, I watched them shit. Them shits ain't had nothing to do with no ref.
The ref scored 82 when Kyrie and Bron scored 82.
In the history of the NBA, how you going to ban a star player from a game? Draymond got suspended for a whole game.
Yeah, but Bron don't get none of his charges.
He's never done no shit like that.
Bron don't get.
But they came back and lost 2 games straight after that.
Yeah, no, LeBron a beast. So if he get any type of help, he gonna kill you. But I'm just saying the NBA orchestrated that shit. If Kyrie Irving doesn't hit a shot, if Ray Allen doesn't hit a shot, we talking about something. We talking about a totally different legacy. Like LeBron is not. If LeBron better than Stephen Curry, it's not by much, man. I'm telling you.
Bro, you can put Bron on a team of role players and he gonna make noise. You can't do that with Curry.
Steph is good at his position, but as far as overall, if you pick Steph over LeBron, you're gonna lose your GM job.
Yeah, for real, bro.
Yeah, that's because of the way that people gonna look. Oh, LeBron gonna do this, LeBron gonna do that. Look, basketball is a team game. In a team concept, Stephen Curry better than LeBron.
No, he's not. That's why Steph has
bro. You grab 30-year-old Bron and 30-year-old Curry and put him on Charlotte Hornets.
Huh? Everybody, LeBron got 4
MVPs, Steph got 1.
Everybody stopped at the same time to start talking at the same time.
LeBron got 1 ring at every team he's been at. That's never been done before.
When they put him up against Magic Johnson and they say he a better point guard than Magic Johnson,
who a better point guard than Magic Johnson?
But as far as all around,
wait, who a better point guard than Magic?
They keep saying Steph is a better point guard.
No, Steph is a combo guard. Magic is the best point guard to ever do it.
You know, people want to say.
I think.
And Magic better than LeBron too. Fuck what you heard. Magic better than LeBron too.
Magic, bro. LeBron is a souped up Magic.
No, you're not. Fuck it. LeBron don't have the passing ability and the court vision of a Magic Johnson. What you talking about?
His pass is slightly worse, but everything else is souped up.
Players get with LeBron and their stats go down. Players get with Magic, everything goes up. The only player whose stats got better with LeBron is Kyrie.
That's not true.
That is true.
No, it ain't. Mo Williams never averaged 20 points a game till he got with LeBron. Real. Never.
You talking about one example? LeBron has switched teams. LeBron has switched teams multiple times.
That was the one notable. That's just one notable one.
The only other notable who numbers got better was Kyrie. Everybody else numbers went down. Boss numbers went down. Boss numbers wouldn't have went down playing with Magic.
Well, Bosh became a third option though. That's not fair.
LeBron is ball dominant, bro.
He was older. He wasn't the number one option. When you come off a team that you're the only player, your stats are higher. So when you come because that's the history of basketball. When you play on a shitty team, you're always gonna average 20-something a game. You go on a good team, you're not gonna average that shit. LA,
especially if you're not the best player.
I'm not just talking about points. I'm talking about all your stats go down because LeBron trying to do so you get a certain amount of rebounds. The only thing that stayed the same was his rebounding because he was their big man at 6'10". And then he was a small big man, but this is what I'm saying. And don't Magic got more chips too?
We
got 5.
More, but he played on a great team. He had a legendary team.
He had fucking Kareem on his team, bro.
He had to play against legendary teams. LeBron played with more Hall of Famers than anybody.
He also played against more Hall of Famers.
In his entire career, because he jumped teams so much. He played with Kyrie Irving, Dwayne Wade, motherfucking what's my name?
Dwayne Wade. He didn't get no prime Wade, but he played with Wade. Josh wasn't prime. Kevin Love wasn't prime.
Kevin Love
yeah, but he's also
Kevin Love low-key was prime in the beginning, and then he got hurt.
But he's also played against Tim
Then he was cooked after that.
He's also played against.
That's what I'm saying. Like he played against. I can't say Magic played on great teams. Magic played against great teams too.
LeBron is a top player in 3 categories. Ain't nobody in the league ever done that.
Wait, what you mean 3 categories?
He got points, assists, and rebounds.
Yeah, he a stat stuffer. That's cool.
If you could do that, that makes you great.
Yeah, he is great.
I wish I could go in the NBA and say today I'm going to get 20 assists and 10 rebounds and 30 points. I wish.
No, but saying Magic better than Bron is nuts.
Hold up, that's cool. That's great. Will Chamberlain put up a bunch of stats. LeBron not better than Michael at 505. He's not better than Magic Johnson at 505.
He was that type of player. Will Chamberlain was a great player. Will Chamberlain
he was great, but he's a stat player. They're not the best winners, though.
Magic team was stacked.
Winning is not an individual thing.
Bro, Magic teams was stacked, bro.
When you talk about, that's why I told you LeBron wasn't the #1 Hall of Fame dude. It was actually Bill Russell. He had more Hall of Famers on one team. Not in his history on one fucking team.
Yeah, Bill had the most Hall of Famers on his team, and they didn't have the free agency. So
they was just
that's different. That's different. But what I'm saying is,
he did get beat one
year. The team concept, Michael Jordan better LeBron. Michael a better leader. Michael will raise the IQ. Actually practice. Isaiah Thomas, the short one, said that when he went to the Cavs, the motherfuckers wasn't even practicing. Michael
he did say that.
Yeah, Michael made Scottie Pippen better. He forced him to get better in practice as a leader. Shit like that.
That's why they look like that, because they weren't practicing.
LeBron don't do that. You don't have MJ debate. Michael and Magic.
This is not an
MJ debate. 50 feet in the air. I got muscle. I can pass. I can shoot. Motherfucker, can you make the people around you better? Can you lead the team to the championship?
That first half of the 2018 Cavs definitely played like they didn't practice, bro. They was all over the fucking place. Nobody really knew their role. It was all over the place. Then that's when, then they traded everybody away. And bro, you know what I'm saying?
Jordan would never do no shit like that. I promise you that. Or man,
because they had too many former superstars on the team.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Better leaders. Who the fuck, bro? Look at the second Bulls. The second Bulls.
Different eras, bro. Different eras.
Ain't no era. You're a leader. Stephen Curry a leader right now. It's in a different era.
Think about this team, bro. Think about who's on this team. You got LeBron James, Kevin Love, Dwayne Wade, Derrick Rose, Isaiah Thomas. Like that's OD. That's the.
Like, all the motherfuckers was past their prime.
But it's the ego, though. You still who you are, though. You know what I'm saying? It's the ego.
Come on, Isaiah Thomas. Come on, man.
Mike never built his team.
Isaiah Thomas. You can't say Isaiah Thomas not supposed to be on nobody's team. He's too small.
Phil Jackson was one of.
I don't know, bro. He was averaging like 28, 29 a game the year before that.
With Boston, bro.
It don't matter if you average 30, you don't stop nobody from scoring. You might as well not score.
Phil Jackson was one of the best coaches, not because he won so much. It was because of the fact that he could juggle so many egos on one team.
Yeah,
and he was the only leadership coaching. He did it.
LeBron, every team LeBron goes to, he dominate. every team LeBron go to, he dominated his coach. Jordan ain't do that.
Yeah, 'cause
Like
Jordan already
Phil
had a great
Jackson
coach.
even did good with Shaq and Kobe, them
No,
motherfuckers
Kobe
was
made Phil retire though. Phil couldn't do it. It took Kobe losing Phil and learning that you really ain't all that hot shit, and then that's when they came back and Kobe was willing to stop a lot of the diva antics and shit. But
Yeah.
Kobe had to lose Phil too to understand the importance of having good leadership and chain of command. Every time LeBron go to a team, he try to dominate the GM, the coach. He try to do everything, but then he don't want no blame when the shit don't work. He don't want no blame.
Yeah, he can't build a fucking team for shit.
He never had a coach, so
Nah, he can. He can.
Eric
He's just not
Spoelstra's a great
the
coach,
best
man.
at it.
He made
No, because the best game he's ever had.
Pat Riley and
Because the
Eric
nigga got
Spoelstra
rings.
Yeah, Pat
So he
Riley
kinda
and
got a
Eric
good-
No, Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra are the best coaches he ever had. That was the best
And
team.
guess what he did? He ran up out. He said, "Fuck that, I'm out."
That had nothing to do with Eric Spoelstra. It had something to do with Pat Riley. But if you
I
Eric
don't know
Spoelstra
because
still doing good without
Eric
LeBron.
Spoelstra's been taking a bunch of spare
He's the few
parts.
teams that still do good without LeBron.
Yeah,
Without LeBron,
like,
he's still been alright.
Eric
Maybe-
Spoelstra still
they
been
didn't do
taking
good
his
like
teams
that.
to the
It took them to
at least
build
the
up, make the
conference
trade
finals
to
with
Chicago, to
bombs.
Butler. They wasn't good right after LeBron. They was horrible.
No, I'm saying even with them spare parts with Butler and all these fucking randoms, he still got successful. They only been to were out of one playoff since LeBron
I'm
left.
just not falling into
Yeah,
that
they was in the
narrative
playoffs
that
after that. They had
That motherfucker
Yeah,
that
they
he try to make you think they doing this shit for a black man to make him good. That's a bunch of bullshit. That's a bunch of bullshit.
I remember.
Wait,
I
what
remember they
happened?
was
Somebody said something about it. What happened with the black man shit? I didn't hear what he said at first.
No, I said I'm not falling into that narrative that the NBA is doing something to make a black man good. Nah, they never did that. What the fuck they make them? They decide to do it with LeBron now.
No, they started with Jordan.
Man is super fucking skilled.
They started with Jordan because at the end of the day,
I know
NBA
they
is
started
based
with
off
Jordan,
their
but
stars.
you can't tell Jordan towards that. I know that. That's my era. I watched damn near I watched Jordan from his first year in North Carolina to his last day in Washington.
Exactly. So you know that Jordan is the reason why the NBA already know. It's a black man out there. We need to help him win so we can make the most money. Even if he don't win, we need to help him get to the finals so we can get the biggest ratings. Jordan is the reason why they doing this shit like that with LeBron.
But when you
They
tell
never-
people,
you-
but that's
you-
not
you
the way
know
they did
Jordan-
it. They allow a lot of trades to go through to get him see, instead of him leaving, he brought people to him. And they stat padded for my MJ. But
Yeah,
you
that's
can't tell
what I'm
people
saying.
shit like that
The reason why I'm
because
done is because of
they
the money.
you
The-
hate.
don't-
Yeah. So I don't bring it up because you don't get the response from the right response because these young cats don't know that. So to them, oh, you just hating. But I already know what they had to do to make Jordan. I watched him. I hated Jordan because he kept beating my Knicks. But I seen a lot of shit, but it is what it is. It don't take that he wasn't a great player. He still was a great player. But you
That's
can't,
what I'm saying.
you can't
The
make
NBA
a claim for
But
MJ
that's
and
part of what I'm saying, though, Don.
then discredit LeBron. You can't
Don, it's motherfuckers that could have took a championship or two away from Jordan. But since Jordan brought in the most money, not only is he probably the best player, but he also getting the most help. That shit make a difference.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
I'm
give a fuck. That
just
shit
saying,
make a difference.
nobody. You got this Jordan MJ debate. LeBron MJ debate, and they take the credit from LeBron because that's all they see, but they can't take the credit from MJ because they wasn't there. They didn't see the shit. Oh no, LeBron this and bro, he floppy, da 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 da. Bro, if you was in the era of MJ, there's a lot of shit he did. He cried about the Knicks in Detroit fouling him. Nobody else cried. Clyde Drexler didn't cry. He got the rules changed. They was fucking patting his stats to make him this great defender when Scotty was clearly the best defender. It's some steals Scotty got. He might have tapped it out of somebody's hand. That's a steal. And Jordan to pick it up, but they get it steal to Jordan instead of Scotty.
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
thought that was wrong because that's how it's
The
counted.
championship, the bubble championship.
That's how
Anthony Davis supposed to get MVP. They gave that shit to LeBron. Anthony Davis was doing most of the big moments and making the biggest difference in the bubble. And they gave the MVP to LeBron. That's just how it go. But that's my point though, Don. I'm saying motherfuckers look at LeBron like he head and shoulders was the best. Stephen Curry to me just as good as LeBron, but he wasn't the motherfucker that bring the most money, so he's not the one that get the most help. That motherfucker Steph got how many chips Steph got? 4?
Yo, whenever Steph's system is like out of whack, bro, they lose, bro. Like if somebody not in the rotation, like let's say Draymond out or Clint, no, it's not. That's not LeBron.
When LeBron don't have a good. LeBron what? Four chips, right? And what 10 or 11 finals appearances. So how do you lose all those times? Because
Steph don't even get to the third round, let alone the finals. When his shit is out of whack, they going out first round or they ain't making the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Well, who got more talent? Steph biggest his second wing man has been Klay fucking Thompson, bro. Klay Thompson, one of
the like literally the number 3 shooter all time.
Huh? You talking about a motherfucking shooter? Basketball is not one off of shooters. Golden State has a specific style that only
scored 60 points off 13 dribbles, bro.
That only work for them. Basketball is one off execution, good offense, good defense. Klay Thompson.
I think Klay Thompson won like a defensive player of the year like once or twice. And so
once twice a year. Klay Thompson could never lead a team no fucking where. LeBron already played. LeBron with the championships he won next to Dwayne Wade, a motherfucker that won by himself in an old ass Shaq. Come on now. If you give we got Shaq and we got Klay Thompson, motherfucker, you not going nowhere.
Hey, bro, if you put Steph Curry, if you take Braun off the 2018 Cavs and put Steph Curry on there, they're not making the playoffs.
You tripping. Y'all
heard that Steph asked for a trade?
Oh, yeah. He took
that's
Golden State out his bio.
Yeah, I saw he did that. I didn't see that he actually asked for the trade, though.
Yeah, he trying to get out of Golden State.
Yeah, I mean, it's cooked now. Like, that's what I'm saying. He know, like, all right, Klay gone. Yeah, this shit going to be fucked up, bro.
That shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You take Klay away from Steph, they are not that.
Steph is trying to elongate his career. If he stays with Golden State, he won't put so much pressure on himself. Not even going to be winning, just making the playoffs. He's trying to make it so he can play probably another 4 or 5 years.
The reason why is Kerr can't coach for shit.
Kerr never can't build the team. The coach of the team was the Christian dude, the brother.
The person who originally drafted Steph was Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson drafted
Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson the one who built him up. Steve Kerr, the face that got to reap the benefits. He got the connection for the connection.
Yeah, he basically got handed that team. Like Mark Jackson built that team, drafted all them boys, and then got fired. And then Kerr just came in and took off the success. You could tell because he didn't improve the team. The drafting has been terrible.
This is America. That's how it's supposed to go. Mm-hmm. But yo, I've been live for like 4 hours, 5 hours. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. Make sure to check out Kermit Moten tonight. I wonder how you going.
You going live later after the fight?
Oh, who fighting tonight?
I'm trying to go live. Depending on how loud this damn house is, I'm gonna try to go live on YouTube during the fight. But I'm gonna see. But I will be going live after the fight.
What's the main event tonight?
The main event is Floyd Mayweather, John Gotti III.
Oh wow. Oh,
yep.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
Peace out, y'all.
All right, y'all. Have a good evening.